Oh. Is it the good stuff? It has codeine?
No, it's fucking horrible.
Does it have codeine though?
I don't think so.
No.
You know, I was, like I said, I had to fucking buy it. You know, first time I've bought cough medicine in a long time, and all they had was it was all boasting non-drowsy, Polly. What if I want the drowsy stuff?
Well, yeah, that's the codeine stuff. That's the good stuff. That's what you want.
Yeah, I want to be drowsy.
Well, that's what Benadryl's for, my friend.
Oh, shit. Slime threw $1 to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle saying, how are you feeling, old chap? Well, I'm dying and my mouth tastes of cough medicine, but thank you very much for the $1. I gotta drink this beer now.
You're gonna chase your cough medicine with beer?
Mix your drinks, mate. Go hard.
No,
go
good
home.
man. I was about to say, yeah, good on you. Let me just turn this down and off, and there we go. Yeah, we've got a serious mixed bag of different stories for today. Some of them are follow-up sequels to stories from... Fuck you, Apple. No, I don't want to update QuickTime. No one uses QuickTime. Okay.
Literally no one.
No one does.
Actually, you know, ironically, I'm the one who says that. I do use QuickTime in one single instance. You guys both use Vegas. It's the only video format that supports transparency. So, you know, well, there you go.
I use Pinnacle.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Jesus. This is where the fun stops. Woo! Thank you, Gamer Valine, for the $18. Taking the spot from Donkey because I can. So smash or pass on Lauren Bobert. Smash.
Smash.
Yeah, like
on,
smash
Lauren.
with dirty butt stuff. Like,
Is it Lauren Bobert?
Bobert.
Bobert.
Burbert.
Oh, hell yeah, yeah. Oh, she's like fucking 3 foot tall, isn't she? That one? You know, the one that wore the dress that said, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, she's yeah. I'd put her in my pocket, and then I'd put stuff in her butt.
Yeah. And when I say dirty butt stuff, I just mean, you know, you're a hot lady. That's all I'm getting at.
Yeah, like, does she have a dirty butt in this scenario?
No,
Or are you doing
dirty is the
stuff to her
act,
clean
not the
butt?
situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I suspected, but you just got to clarify sometimes.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Some
Well,
people
they
are
have
into
that.
weird shit. Germans and whatnot. They're, you know. You tell them, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1.99. I don't want Tranquilizer with my opiate. I want chat to feel the pain inflicted on them. The ratio is absolute shit. Smash the like button. Or I'll spike your drinks with gunpowder, fuckers.
Oh.
Have you guys ever heard of Brown?
That'd be bad for you. Brown.
Brown. 2 words, yes.
Are they both brown?
No, I think neither are. Brown is a combination of gunpowder and cocaine.
Gunpowder and cocaine.
Yeah. But then why didn't you say yes when I asked, motherfucker? What the fuck?
Because I was watching a video of a protester getting beaten up outside the courthouse.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I'll try to save it for Friday.
Brown.
Yeah, it's a mixture of gunpowder and cocaine. They feed it to child soldiers to, you know, woo.
Why not just give them cocaine?
Because the gunpowder produces gunpowder is water soluble, depending on the kind you're using, and they're using cheap Russian and Chinese surplus 7.62x39 ammunition. The gunpowder's water soluble, meaning, like when cocaine's water soluble, when it hits the inside of your nasal passages, it's going to dissolve. It opens them up and expands your capillaries, which increases the speed and the rush of the cocaine. Plus, it gives this strong burning sensation. And increases your heart rate because it's a nitrocellulose-based gunpowder. So, like, it's just bad for you. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You're snorting bullets. Don't snort bullets.
Don't snort. And don't be a child soldier. And don't force children to be soldiers.
If it's all
Yes.
avoidable, don't be a child soldier. Just say no. Have they ever done that? Has anyone tried that?
Well, Caravan says, "Aw, damn it, Polly, now I want a Percocet." Yeah, well, who doesn't?
Yeah, I'll take a Percocet.
Yeah.
Mr. Twisted Frenzy threw $2 saying, want to cure the cold while feeling drowsy? Then I suggest a good old-fashioned hot whiskey.
A bourbon
It's all well and
toddy
good,
is an
isn't it?
American classic. You should.
Oh, yes, indeed.
You should go.
Well,
for,
how am I going to warm it up?
you have a microwave, you say?
I don't have a microwave.
I thought you had a microwave and you were all happy that you had a microwave.
That never happened.
Why is Sinatra telling me stories then?
I think you dreamt it,
So
mate.
he had a microwave?
Donatello, thank you for the $3 for your amusement. Otter fist bump, and then a YouTube link.
It's oh,
My favorite part is he's using an old style 200 series classic P series SIG. I love that.
Mhm.
It's great. Sinatra, you got to get into the SIG game, brother. You got to do it.
You gonna buy me one?
Well,
Exactly.
I
buy
can't.
me a microwave.
I can't
first.
buy fucking ramen right now, man. Are you fucking crazy? You have no
Hey,
idea.
I'm not the one sitting here telling you, Polly, you need to get in the ramen game.
But
You're really missing out on the ramen game.
Oh, mate,
That's-
you got served.
that's cold. That's cold. You know when you get
It might be cold, but I'm not sitting here going, you know what you need in your life, Polly? This thing that you don't have.
Wait, okay, but there's a big difference between a 69-cent fucking cake of ramen and a fucking, gun.
$69 gun? No.
69. Well, no, they're a little bit more than $69. You're paying that SIG tax.
$690. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just,
Yeah, but no, when I get the money, I would absolutely love to get in on that. They look like phenomenal guns.
Well, they are, especially like the P series. You could go with the 320, but go with the P series, man. Their Cold War guns
You
are
guys hear
classic.
what I hear?
Yeah.
Polly likes the P series.
What they're called? P220, 227, 226.
Sure.
Yeah, it's all about dicks with you, isn't it? Why is that?
PUCT?
Why is that?
I don't know. Why you keep talking about other P's, dude?
You're the reason. When I was in elementary school, I was flipping through books and I see PPs drawn everywhere. It was you. You were the guy.
Holly, you're making guns gay.
I'm making. Okay, anyway.
Live Epically in the chat has a point. Ramen will be $7 a pack.
Yeah, no kidding. They're getting fucking sitting out off the West Coast. Well, fuel tankers are having to go out and give them fuel so they can keep their fucking systems running because they've been out there so long. Thanks, Mayor Pete. You fuck. You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $7. Greatly appreciate it. And let's not forget the bi-weekly paycheck donation. I was feeling Handgun Hambone-ish at work today. Couldn't stop humming and clicking and working. And it's a catchy little ditty. Ditty. Fuck.
You made it gay again.
I didn't. That was Steve Dave.
What, Steve,
Steve
Dave
Dave's
making
already
something
gay.
I've never heard of such a thing.
No.
No.
Travis Gardner for $3 said a round of Klonopin for the house.
Klonopin.
Klonopin.
Oh, what did I say? Klonopin.
Klonopin.
Let's all do the medicinal maraca.
Yeah.
Klonopin here. Painkillers
See,
here.
that's why you can't afford ramen. You spent all your money on drugs.
And drugs. It's
Drugs.
they're by prescription. It's fine. Have you ever been so broke that you're like, okay, I got to go down to the archives today, right? And it's this far away according to Google Maps.
Oh, I'm
And
always going down to the archives, yeah. Especially when I'm broke, mate. It's all I can afford.
it's what I do for research contracts, okay? I don't have the archives in my fucking basement. I got to go down
So
there.
You started off with like have you ever been so broke and then went off to a wildly specific story?
Hear me out, Drunk. Just that's
Never
all I
that
that's
broke.
all I ask.
All right. All right.
Have you ever had the need to go somewhere, wherever that might be, and you have to look up on Google Maps and realize how far it is and think about, well, okay, my car gets this many miles to the gallon. I have this much gas in the tank. Am I going to be able to make it there and back? I am that fucking broke. Thanks, insurance company.
I don't have a car, so I cannot relate.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
£5, you get unlimited travel on the bus. Okay.
Really?
Try that. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Try that.
Polly, can you explain what the difference between a glass and a rock is?
She's eating cylinder monkeys. She's eating cylinder monkeys.
My heart, she explode. Make Munkle. Jesus fucking Christ, it's one of them days. Make Drunkle Limes donated $13 and simply said, make Drunkle Limes. All right.
Don't make me limes.
No, yeah, well.
Are you making me limes?
Your limes.
Making me limes. Ah!
You know, Drunkle, I might
Making
have,
limes.
considered going against Make Drunkle Limes' donation if I wasn't getting smaller and smaller every Monday.
Well, whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Yours. You keep saying small things.
Actually, I was thinking about it. I was going over the wigs that I have for you. I'm gonna go get a new plethora of wigs for you. I'm gonna find some new stuff.
What, you're gonna have to get, like,
over the
tiny little
I
wigs.
have for you.
It's a weird sentence, isn't it?
What?
And
You're gonna have to tiny little lime-sized wigs.
Well, you shouldn't have given me that idea. Now there's gonna be a
one with the.
there's gonna be a big old lime sitting there with a wig on it. Well, you shouldn't have said that.
No,
Now I
you
guess-
need just like the limes you have up there right now. Just put a little wig on each one of them.
You know what? I'm gonna take your hat away on Monday. I'm gonna take your actual hat away. Say it like that, bitch.
What? There's no reason to be like that.
So that Sinatra can have two hats.
I have an
Oh,
otter
yeah.
without an hat. Without an hat.
Without and hat.
And hat away.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed that
hat.
thing about grammar where sometimes people use H as a or H as a vowel when there's no other vowel there to be used?
Apparently that is correct.
Yeah.
The correct way to say hotel is an hotel.
Isn't that odd?
And it is odd, and I'm just not on. But I will fight to the very end on that one.
I agree
Polly.
completely.
I will never say an
I see.
hotel.
I think there's a middle ground. When you say I have to do a thing, I have to do a thing, I
Mhm.
have to do an
Mhm.
thing, I have to go do.
Why wouldn't you never
A
say
hotel.
an thing? Why would you
Exactly.
say an thing?
I'm not going to an hotel. I'm going to a hotel. You enunciate the a lot harder than you normally would.
There's all sorts of things.
Oh,
There's
just
all
go
sorts of
like,
things
oh,
about
okay.
Hand
grammar
me-
that I
hand
refuse
me
to
an
play
ashtray.
along with. I will.
Hand me a cup. You don't go hand me a cup. I'm going to a hotel.
Yeah, it's a hand me a cup.
Yeah, but you don't hit the
She's
A the
only
same
an
way
A
you would.
cup.
Who says that? Hand me and cup. Who says that?
Nobody, but I'm saying you hit the A a lot harder when you say a hotel.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It should.
Yeah, he's saying A instead of
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. No. Okay. I hear you, point. But I mean, like Drunkle, there's certain things I'm not going to go along with. I don't care if they're grammatically correct or not. It is, funnily enough, that's the correct way to say it. No, funny enough. It's like, but that's not grammatically correct. I don't care.
Funny enough. It's not funny enough.
Funnily enough just sounds awkward
Funnily,
and
not
weird, and I don't
funnily,
like
it's
it.
not funnel.
Funnily, I'm just not going there.
Funnily enough, I'm not saying funny enough. I think no, you're taking it too far right now.
No,
I mean,
No.
I've
been this way for years, and I'm not changing.
I'm not using the hotel's preferred pronouns, and I'm not saying funny enough. It's just lazy.
Travis Gardner for the $3. Hey, do I get a rant? He wants his Foucaultian rant. Well, I've got bad news.
Oh,
But-
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got depressing news. I'm going to what's the word? I'm going to interlope. Drunkle should appreciate that. It's deep from the word
That
bag.
means you're gonna run away to get married, right?
No, an interloper could be any woman. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Go, father. Do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Look at that backstroke and everything. Yeah. And the spin on the end.
Yeah.
Love it. Captain Capitalism, thank you for the $10.50. Here's my Otter compatriot. Have some gas money. I appreciate it.
Now you can get to the archives.
Yeah. And I need to go because it's like part of my job. And I guess I could take the bus, but it's like 5 fucking transfers, and we don't have this 5 pound thing where they like kill us to death with taxes and then act like they're giving us a gift by 5 pounds all day on transit.
Well, it's separate companies. It's not it's not owned by the government of the country.
Oh, you don't think they're subsidized by the government? You don't think so?
Oh no, but I didn't say subsidized, did I?
Well, you said separate company.
Funnily enough.
You said- yeah, but you implied, sir. You implied that by being a separate company, they were receiving no government funding.
No, that was not the implication at all. That's
That
all
is
you
exactly
doing the
implication.
that's
Thank
all
you.
you doing the implication there. That's just nothing to do with
No,
me. I
that
was
was
just
100%
saying it how it is.
No, okay. so-
We've all been watching too much of the trial, haven't we?
we need a quick sidebar here. Can we get the
Objection.
jury to leave the room while we debate?
Yeah, to get the chat. Remember, don't talk about the stream while you're gone.
No, Travis Gardner deserves an answer here, and I have pulled together a bunch of Foucaultian information. I am not happy with my exposure of his
knowledge.
No, with my exposure of his Marxism. I really want to take him to town on it. I've got the Nietzschean stuff down really well. His big two things are Nietzsche and Marx, Foucault. And he has infected American academia and academia writ large with all of his bullshit. All it is repackaged Nietzschean thought in a Marxist box. But I haven't got the Marxist stuff down hard enough, and I've only got a minute to do it, and I really want to give it Travis Gardner was very generous with that. So I'm going to interlope over to Friday, and I am going to, if Sinatra is so inclined, take a minute to yell and scream about somebody that nobody knows, but is destroying our universities bit by bit, even though the man's dead.
All right.
So, Travis Gardner, do you get a rant? Yes, you do. I hope you're available on Friday, and if not, I will clip it and post it. You know what? For you, buddy, I'm going to clip it and post it on my own channel either way. I should have done that with some of my other rants focused on academic. Fuck. I mean, I got to live in that world, man. I
Have to.
Well, okay, you're right, but I kind of am.
Yeah, well, yeah, but in the same way that I'm Limes. You tell him Steve Dave threw $1. Say, by God, didn't give a lesson in basic English. The next thing you're going to tell me is Drunkle was early, or Polly has no need for a medical maraca. Also, Mum's net. Ow! That's all you get.
Keeper Dam
All
says
right.
the judge mentioned a runaway slave. Is that true? JK49, thank you for the $7. So, you are welshing on the rant. Drunkle would be proud. I see what you did there.
But it's Welsh.
It's like a pun.
Right. It's Welsh, and I'm not Welsh. So that doesn't work on two different levels. It's bad, and you should feel bad.
Oh, it works. I think it does.
You know what? I just okay, so here's my story. I forget things from time to time because I drink and don't live a healthy lifestyle now, and I sleep 2 hours a night, and the story goes on. But the point
I ain't
is,
got any ramen.
and I don't even have any ramen to talk about
Or
bad.
Sig, then.
Talk about bad nutrition. Jesus, you ever seen what's in that shit? You ever read the nutrition label on the back? My God, I mean, I'm still gonna eat it, but holy fuck.
No, but I just heard Sinatra fart.
Did you?
I did not.
Oh God, was it me?
User unknown 87, thank you for the $3.53 for Polyaid. Gas up, buddy. Polyaid. Jesus, is this like a callback to worldwide Otter AIDS? Is that what's going on? But it's appreciated
Polyade,
nonetheless.
like putting on a concert to raise money for otters with AIDS.
What?
Like Chef Aid or World Aid or Band Aid.
Oh yeah, I remember Chef Aid.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then Live Aid. Run DMC was there.
Live Aid, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob fucking Geldof, wasn't it? That prick.
All the people came and the poor got paid. That's in my Adidas. You should know that track. It's a great track. Classic hip hop.
That's in your what?
It's in a song called My Adidas by a group called Run DMC.
Ah, see, we'd call it My Adidas over here. So, about your story.
Was I telling a story?
Yeah, then Sinatra farted, or someone farted, and then the gams.
I remember
came
that.
over the screen.
What was my story?
That you don't have any gas for your car.
You know, I already told that
and
one.
You got any ramen?
No, yeah, I told that one.
Taxation is theft.
Whoa! Taxation is theft. Oh, I remember the story now. Okay. Captain Capitalism, thank you for the $6, was supposed to say, quote, Here, my Otter compatriot, end quote. So more to the fund. Oh, no, I think I misread that. I don't think you mistyped it. Fuck. Hold on.
Put in the fund.
Let me enlargenate the screen.
Yeah. Bigger gams.
Ooh, look at that. God damn.
Got them
See,
childbearing knees.
to all the ladies in the audience, if you ever do that to a man, like, expect a jaw drop and just bugged out eyes and inability to use language. I mean,
And his face turns into that of a wolf and he howls.
yeah, hammer on the head like an old fucking Looney Tunes. Like, I mean, seriously.
Right.
I mean, just dropping and walking over. And I've been reading a lot of Raymond Chandler where ladies do stuff like that, and it's just like, my God.
Yeah.
Travis Gardner, thank you for the $3 and the lady dropping the dress. Quote, I had a class, Individuals in Contemporary Society, and the professor shoved Foucault down our throats like we were an Algerian boy. Jesus Christ. Okay, Foucault was also a pervert, and that's part of what I'm going to be talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Gardner. That was pretty good.
You're right about the dropping of the dress there, Polly. Women just aren't sluts like they used to be.
That's not
I mean,
slutty. That's
still
that's alluring
That is
with a demure
classy.
edge. Yes, that's classy.
Yeah, like,
It's
oh,
seductive.
alluring is that's just posh sluttiness. Come on.
What? And what's wrong with that?
This is not like she's gonna like fucking sashay over and then be like, ooh, what do I do with this penis?
No. See,
Nah, she's gonna gobble it right up, mate.
no. See, sluttiness,
Yeah.
in my opinion, implies like luggage to that word that she's being slutty with everybody. If she is being slutty just for you in a particularly seductive way, that's not being a slut. That's just being seductive
It
for
is.
her man, and that's fine.
It's a
That's not fine. That's
personal slut.
fantastic.
A
That's
personal
preferred.
slut. It's like
See, silence of agreement. I hear you. All right.
what it. Oh,
Ugh. What?
it's the limes.
Spit it out.
So drunk, I cannot get up.
Gamer Blaine, thank you for the $2. Okay, over here and tired of hearing about circle jerks with Chaos Cakes and San Miguel.
I don't blame you.
Well, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm tired of it, and I just fucking heard about it.
And why does Gamer Valine come up as Gamer Valiner?
What, in a donation?
Yeah,
He's a fucking idiot.
VALENR. Gamer Valiner.
Can't spell her own name.
Live and learn.
It's Gamer Levine, anyway.
Oh shit.
Why are you running?
7.75 limes detected.
Oh, god damn it, lime detector. Thank you for the $13 and the insult, which just sits in my stomach and burns like Beecham's cough syrup.
Or citric acid from limes. Now,
Oh, god damn it!
I remember the story, and here's the story. Sorry for the delay.
Right.
There was a donation pop-up that I finished a while back from a really old joke from like 2 months ago, at least. And I had it just sitting there in Vegas, and I never rendered it out and put it up, but I rendered it out and put it up, and it's down there now. Cursed Duck for $9.50. Remember the Cursed Duck? You bloody fool. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. I
You bloody fool.
I thought, oh my God, I fucking finished that. I didn't put the finishing touches on it, justifications of the volumes and whatnot and all that jazz, you know. But there's a picture of a cursed duck with a pulsating, glowing eye, and he's floating, and he looks like a phantom, and there's the "You bloody fool" playing over top of it. It's great. I totally missed the
Well, I
Halloween
want to see this.
I missed the Halloween season for it, of course, but you know, whatever. You do what you got to do.
I will,
Good.
how much is that to see?
You said what again?
Was it $9.50? Was it?
Yeah, it was $9.50.
$9.50. What's that? That's
I
a bargain,
just kind
that
of
is, for a
squeezed it in
talking
there
duck.
under, you know, get in the car.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, god damn it!
Lime reparations for 13. Reparations for having to sit next to so many limes. My sincerest apologies. Thank you. And Empire Sacks a little bit before that. Fun fact: up to 40% of the 40% of the Continental Army was made up of child soldiers from 12 to 17.
There it is.
That is haunting.
Isn't it?
that just happen?
It works out so much better than I wanted it to. It
I
was-
knew I should have snorted that last line of Lemsip, man. Like,
Did I actually see that? Or maybe there is something in this cough syrup. What the fuck?
fuck.
There's a phantom duck calling out to me. Dark Resurrect, thank you for the $9.50. It's no ooh canon, but it shall do. You bloody fool.
Right. Story.
That was it. The story was that
That was okay.
yeah, that I had completely fucked up and forgot. I mean, that's an ancient callback. Half the people in chat are probably, what the fuck are you guys talking about? There was a duck that was in Australia, a duckling, really, that had been listening, and I had no idea that ducks, like parrots, could mimic human speech. That was news to me. And they had been listening to the Aussie, people taking care of them and whatnot.
I'm not again. Why would you make that, Sinatra?
It just felt right at the time.
No! It's that last one, isn't it?
It's so
the
much-
last one.
It's so much worse. That's an actual duck talking. That makes it so...
Ah, stop it! You put
That's
screaming in the background as well.
I know.
That
I
is
know. I made it worse.
That is a solid donation, sir.
Yeah,
But
you should
that
be
being
proud of
said,
your
I
work.
think
You
I am, but I think my duck might be a little bit better.
What about my duck? Why are you running? We've all got ducks. Isn't that weird?
Trimble says,
Oh,
hold on real quick. I was going to run through them real fast. Trimble for the 950. Thank you very much. I want to see. And there it is. Lion Patriot for the 950. One more time. And JK49 for the 950. Thank you very much. I feel obligated to donate to this duck, even though I feel like the duck is cheating on Sinatra. Sorry, Sinatra.
what about the duck army? That's a good one.
I like the inflatable geese one in the big bin.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the duck army.
Oh, that's the duck army. Okay, yeah, that one's
That's the
great.
Duck army, yeah.
That one's fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good one. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think my duck is better. Funnier.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? You would.
Yeah, but neither of yours have actual talking ducks trying to creep you the fuck out.
I
What?
do.
That's true.
Yeah, I actually remember Drunkle's comment from back in the day when I did that story like 2 months ago. And you're like, if anything, it betrays a very hostile work environment. And I'm like, right? That's a good fucking point. Apparently, all of these Aussies are walking around going, shut up, fuck you, go to hell, you cunt. Ah, you bloody fool. And the duck learned to talk like the people around him. And we have learned something that, well, we already knew. Aussies are
Doesn't
a bunch
that
of really
imply, though, that-
harsh descendants of criminals that just walk around cussing each other out all the time.
Doesn't that imply, though, that for a while there was a load of people walking around saying quack? And the
Element
ducks
guy
just
for
picked that
950,
up.
what does the duck say? Well, that's not the duck donation. You gotta do the thing. You gotta do the right thing. JK knows what it is. He'll tell you in chat.
It was $14 for the duck army, by the way. Worth every penny.
In case you're curious.
We've all got ducks. That's just strange.
Yeah. Well, ducks are okay. I mean, they're not the awesome water-bound animals that otters are, but what are you going to do?
Otters are basically fish, aren't they?
No, they're aquatic mammals, man.
Basically fish.
No, they're furry and cute and have whiskers and do cool things with
Would
their
you
little
eat-
hands.
Do you eat an otter?
They-
Not a whole one, but like a slice. of
No,
otter.
remember when I did the nightmare
You
thing of
download an otter?
remember the otter sausage that had camel fat mixed in with it? Remember that thing?
No, sorry, dude. The only nightmare story I remember from you was the guy who was shitting out of his fucking wiener.
Oh God! Now I remember it. as
You say
well.
that like I'm
Ah.
personally responsible. I don't understand.
I mean, you chose to have it. You chose to have it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and that was the fucking titular article. What did I call it?
Yeah.
Your what came from where was the only thing
Yeah.
I could think to call it. Because how do you...
That's-
Woof.
That one should have just been called Nightmares.
Yeah.
We were
Nightmares
blissfully
and
unaware. We were happy not knowing.
Oh, there it
And
is.
now
JK
we know about-
chat. 38, 24,
Shit, I
38,
can know.
25.
Bloody fool.
Yeah, but my duck is yelling about traps.
Speaking of traps, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Travis Gardner for the $1, who
Trappist
goes on
Monk.
to say, geese are the best. I disagree, sir. Geese
No.
are fucking evil incarnate.
They have
Literally-
teeth on their tongues. They are evil.
Yeah, it's not right.
Yeah, it's not.
Literally nobody goes, oh, look at that cute goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I mean, geese.
As cute as a goose, it's not saying.
Right? I mean, geese taste good. Don't get me wrong. I'll have a roasted
Oh, yeah.
goose. I'll kill it quick and throw it in the oven, but I don't want one as a pet. I mean,
You're a Christmas goose guy?
you're fucking right.
Goose guy, goose guy.
Oh, holy shit.
Godspeed,
Oh,
boys.
Fuck yes. Look at the bravery. And thank you very much, Fake Gamer Cat, for the $11. And it's only 11 for the Otter Army. Now, Polly, and a couple of boxes of the 12-pack ramen. I recommend beef. That's a good question. Do you guys have a preferred flavor of ramen?
Ooh, spicy chicken.
You like spicy chicken?
Yes, sir.
Not a big eater of it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
But you've got all those.
It's not as big a thing of it. I mean, we have a pot noodle.
But you
which
got all
is,
those delicious
noodles
curries over
come in
there.
a
There's
pot.
no curry ramens?
No. Normally it'll come with rice.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think a curry ramen
Yeah.
would be good.
Why is it? There's not enough goose flavored stuff. Why is that?
Well, that's not a bad question. But I mean,
You know.
with that said, there's not a lot of turkey flavored stuff either. But, you know, to Sinatra's
That's true.
happiness.
I once ate pigeon.
Well, that's what people from the UK call chickens or pigeons.
No, chickens called
Because they don't
chicken.
have
That's
chickens
'cause
over there.
We do have chickens. I've
I've
seen
never
them.
seen it. I've never seen a British chicken.
Well, I mean, they just look the same as American chickens, just with a different
They go
accent.
cock-a-doodle-doo. No.
Alamo Gulf said
Oh, that sounded so much like T-Tac doing a British accent.
so horrible, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. Alamo Gulf
Insulting to my
Citizen, thank you very
heritage.
much for posting all of our links in chat. Greatly appreciated.
Yes,
You're doing the Lord's
indeed.
work, sir. And also, thank you, Alamo, for the $1.99. Imagine Rittenhouse gets cleared of all charges, about to exit the
There's
courtroom.
no heaven.
Judge says, "Hey, kid." Kyle turns around. "You forgot this." Tosses him his AR-15. Credits roll. Eye of the Tiger plays.
I saw that one floating around. That's pretty good.
Did someone make a meme out of that?
Yeah, it's the judge, like the one I said would turn Rosenbaum into Rosengone.
Yeah.
And it's that one with him holding the AR, and he's like, "Kid, catch."
Oh man, I want to see someone do that. Fuck, where's Far at when you need her? She's working overtime right now. I want to see an animatic of that.
Oh, what a fucking selfish asshole.
What?
Right.
W-
Working while the AAA's on.
Oh. I'm like, for suggesting Far make an animatic? I thought you were talking about me. No, she's working overtime because, get this. She's taking driving lessons on the wrong side of the road because she's in Australia, and her driving instructor is a woman. So a woman is teaching a woman to drive on the wrong side of the road. Men in Australia fear for your lives. Godspeed, otters. Lion Patriot, thank you for the $11. Otters are the only aquatic mammals that can be trusted. It's true.
What about a stoat?
A stone?
Stoat.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Like it's an otter. Oh, actually, no. I mean, if you Google stoat, these little motherfuckers are cute. But no, they're not. They're not. They don't rock around in water.
Okay.
Spotted on grassland, woodlands.
Oh
and
my god, adorable.
Right? Look at his little face. Everyone in the
That's
chat
a
should
ferret,
Google
but yeah.
stoat. S-T-O-A-T.
S-T-O.
It's not a ferret. It's closer to a weasel.
Stout.
It's a ferret.
Let's take a look.
Not a ferret.
If
Ferrets
Viper
are
Sword Head, you
longer.
have seen a British cock. I rate Alex. No, it's just a British cockhead.
Hey.
Oh, they are pretty cute. Look at that. Yeah.
Hey, look at his little face. Just want
Yeah.
to squeeze it and rip it off.
Yeah. Yeah. No, look at them. Yeah. I want to pet them.
I want 1 million of them.
I have to poop.
And I'll keep them in a stoat room. And when I'm feeling sad, I'll just go into the stoat
Ooh.
room.
The rare red
I'm
Stuff
stone.
like
down
some
right now. I need
corn
my
in my
stoats.
pockets.
Look at them. They even stand up and fake like otters.
Well, like, do you think people are just copying otters? The bears copy otters when they stand
Well,
on their
no,
hind
it's just
legs?
otters usually run on all fours.
Hold
with-
up. Malio Kami said, just don't put them down your pants. How would you know?
That's a ferret. That's a thing up north.
Holy shit, look at that.
they
And
used
they're
to do in
hardcore
pubs.
too. The stoat got the mouse.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you ever
did.
seen a squirrel eating a mouse?
I have not.
Does it?
Well, go ahead and turn that off and just Google it.
Hey, cutie. Want some candy? I'm just kidding. Get in the car.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the $9. Sapporo ramen, or that fancy shit I buy at Whole Foods before I actually, before I actually on how I had an easier time adapting to right-hand
Good
drive than
God.
the guys in both the UK and Australia. Wow, Gamer Valiner. That had
Is
to
Gamer
be me.
Valiner
I'm just
having a stroker?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay.
Having a stronk.
At Whole Foods before I actually on how I had an easier time adapting to right-hand drive than the guys in both the UK and Australia.
It's the verb to actually, which is Gamer Levine's trademark move.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah,
and it's
I
spelled
get it.
properly. ACK.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. It's the rest of it that's throwing me.
Well, take your mind off of it and look up a squirrel eating a mouse.
I'm not doing.
It's also it's not a ferret, by the
Don't-
way. It's not a ferret.
This is not gore
Don't
porn.
put it up on screen. Just look it up.
Well, you know what?
Just
We
going
were
at it
talking
like
about
fucking
something
corn on
earlier. Let's look at something delightful. You said, am I a Christmas goose guy? Yes, I am. And I went into my food porn folder. Look at that. Look at that.
Why do you like go shopping for only the wrinkliest of apples will do? For
No,
my
these are
Christmas
baked
dinner?
apples. They go delicious with a Christmas goose.
I ain't eating apples for dinner.
It's a baked apple.
I don't give a fuck.
So it turns into like this wonderful like pasty like apple butter mush that you
You're
put.
giving me pasty apple.
Look, okay, focus on the goose. Okay, forget about the
Right.
apples and the
That does not get said enough, by the way. Focus on the goose.
I mean,
Consider the lily.
Look at that. I mean, this has been basted and charred. This has been made with love. This is that.
Yeah.
That's why it's in my food
The
porn
apples,
folder.
not so much.
One noir bar. We're gonna
Based.
have to just go bit by bit through my food porn folder. It's gotten bigger over time. There's all sorts of wonderful things in there.
Can you afford to look at this right now?
No, I cannot afford that goose. Like,
Huh.
I can't afford a lemon slice that's on top of that goose.
I bought a duck the other week
Did you really? Like
Yeah.
as a pet or food?
as food.
Okay, and how'd it go?
Oh, it was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cooked a duck. But fuck yeah, let's have some duck. And
Yeah,
just
I like
cooked it
duck.
and then I ate it.
People say, "Oh, the meat's too fatty," and I say, "Oh yeah, well, fuck you."
Yeah, right. Oh, all the more for me then.
Yeah.
Mr. Twisted Frenzy threw $2, saying clearly Sinatra has never watched Chicken Run. There's your British chickens. Fucking good point, sir. Good point. And Travis Gardner for $3 said British chicken farming led to Margaret Thatcher. Because she was a cock. And if you put those two together, that's the $2 and $3. That was the price of the duck I bought.
No, see, look at this. Fucktard 5 and Lion Patriot both get it. Pre-mashed applesauce and put the apple butter on some biscuits. That's the whole idea. You got biscuits and all sorts of things. That's what the baked apples are for.
No.
It's Victorian, for Christ's sake. I got the.
It's because they couldn't afford proper food, so they were doing things like baking apples. Like, if you eat pork, do you have applesauce with it?
Apples go wonderful with all things pork. Yes. What is wrong with you? Use apple cider vinegar with ham and all that. You didn't know that?
A bacon and apple sandwich, are you?
Have you never seen an apple shoved in a roasted pig's mouth? You've never seen this? This is a thing.
I've seen a cartoon of it.
Tell you what. I think it's time for some snooze. Why don't
Just use it right up.
All
mate.
right,
Just
let's
use it right up.
let's do the snooze.
Do it.
All right, here it is. Semi-truck tips on Deception Pass Bridge.
Oh, I thought that said Decepticon then. Oh.
And I mean, everyone's making the same joke, and it's the obvious joke, but it's the right one. There's a place called Deception Pass, and the wind was blowing so hard, it blew the truck over, and they had to wait for the wind to calm down to be able to pull the truck back up. But you were driving over a place called Deception Pass.
That's some strong wind.
Yeah. No shit. And I know there's some truck drivers out there in chat, and I know some truck drivers over in Discord. Don't let this scare you. Deception Pass is a once in a globe type place. You know what I mean?
That's got your ramen in it, Polly.
Is that why I can't get my ramen? It's not just that I'm broke.
Been delayed.
The shelves have been cleared out because they're leaning precariously over Deception Pass Bridge.
It's just baked apples and a light garnish for you, sir.
All I get is the fucking what do they call it? The little weed they put on things that they think taste good. Cilantro.
Garnish. Cilantro. Oh. Isn't it like a genetic thing if you like the taste of cilantro?
Yeah, it is, and I'm one of the people where it tastes like soap. I'm one of them.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had it. I don't know what it looks like.
I've had it. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, well, there you go.
We're learning. Right.
Yeah, now Deception Pass.
That's parsley, mate.
How do you figure that it got its name? Like, this is the place that guys go to when they're driving over the bridge. They're just like, bitch, I've been cheating on you. You think?
I hope so.
Could be.
You drive your business partner over the bridge and you say, yo, man, I've been skimming off the top for years.
Always tip your driver.
That was dumb, but I liked
all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
all right.
I liked it. It is. Gamerbilly, thank you for the $2. I normally hear about pineapple and pork. Is that why Drunkle hates it?
I don't hate pork. I love pork.
I think
Good pork chop, bacon, sausages. What's the other ones? Pork. Pork belly.
Oh yeah, pork belly's just. I mean, it's pretty much nothing but fat. But god damn, man, that's the flavor power right there. Yeah,
some good fat.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving along, illegal turtle ring on Las Vegas Strip busted by police. Look at the little guy.
Don't trust them, mate. They're behind pretty much every man-made disaster in history. Big turtle, mate. It's the turtle lobby.
Really?
They're controlling everything. Yeah.
So we're going to continue reading. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So what we got here is the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is here for the turtles, especially the ones being sold illegally on the strip and stuffed into a suitcase for storage.
They don't mind, do they? They're happy. They got a little bit of leaf to chew on.
Yeah. They're sharing footage of
place.
illegal reptile sales and the subsequent rescue of baby turtles that occurred earlier that day. They've got footage, yo! That bum across the street under the newspapers? No. Yeah. That was the Las Vegas Metropolitan Intelligence Officer with a camera taking pictures of you selling baby turtles, motherfucker. That's right. Don't trust the bums.
As trafficking goes,
Yeah.
it's quite slow, isn't it?
Well, we appreciate entrepreneurship. We just can't allow people to illegally sell things on the strip. Like pussy and ass.
Pussy, yeah.
Jesus Christ, did you really just say that, man? I did. Have either of you ever walked down Las Vegas Strip, man?
Nah.
No.
It's hoe track, man. It's just it's hose and more hose. You think you're in the gardening section?
I mean,
you can't.
You're selling it to me.
I'm just saying. We can't allow people to sell things illegally on the strip. Like, oh no, not the turtles. This is what's worrying you? Fuck. All right, moving along. The Bitly-like website shortens links, but there's a 50% chance of a rickroll when someone clicks.
Oh. You're playing roulette with the internet there.
Yeah,
aren't you?
the website, by the way, is roll with 2 R's .to.
Oh, no.
Have fun, ladies and gentlemen. Have fun. I love it. It's like a roulette wheel for a rickroll. Roulette Rick, if you will.
Oh, excellent work.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is fucking hilarious. And I'm really happy at the longevity of the rickroll.
Yeah, as am I. I mean, I think Rick Astley is as well. Like, he must have gone platinum by now.
It's like when they came out with the AI 60 frames per second 4K version of Never Gonna Give You Up, and it's like, and it got hundreds of millions of views in a couple of weeks. And it's like, you've seen this video though, but not so smooth and highly defined. You know, it's Jesus.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up on YouTube. It's only a. Oh no, sorry, that is 1 billion views. It's on. He's actually got 1 billion views.
But it just says the one B, it could kind of throw you a little bit, right? It's...
Oh, no, I mean, no. So I was looking at, it's just 1 million. No, there's 4 different figures. Okay, right. But yeah, that's 1 billion.
There it is.
He's very happy about the Rick Rollin meme.
Yeah. And if you ever look up Rick Astley today, he's aged very well. He kind of looks pretty much the fucking same.
I am drunk.
He
So
did,
drunk. I cannot get up.
An Ask Me Anything on Reddit the other year, and I think this is actually a GPP. No, yeah, it might have been a AAA. I'm not sure. It was a titular article. The person won the internet because they posted a long message and everything saying, like, I met you at this concert in like 1991 or something like that, and provided a link to go, and you were just so lovely and everything. And then he replied to it going, well played, because she rickrolled Rick Astley.
Gotcha.
Which was incredible. And then someone else did it, and he just replied, fuck you.
The first person to do it gets the credit after that. Come on.
Yeah, right.
You just want some
You
credit.
get 1.
Yeah, I've never noticed he's wearing a hamburger shirt under that sport coat.
He's either a bandit or French.
Yeah. See, when you're American, you look at that, you think hamburger.
Yeah.
See, when you're British, you look at that, you think, cheese eating surrender monkey.
This show. Moving along. Michigan woman used fake rent hit a man. Hit a man. Michigan used.
You've got a degree.
I've had 2. It's even worse than you thought.
Oh, God.
Michigan used fake rent hitman website in bid to have ex-husband killed, authorities say. Now, the best part of the story is it's like, okay, what actually happened? A Michigan woman pleaded guilty Friday trying to hire someone to kill her husband last year through what turned out to be a fake murder-for-hire website called Rent a Hitman.
Natra, do you remember this?
Yes.
Do you?
Because we've had this before, although this has clearly happened again.
This isn't the follow-up, like where she's pleading guilty, maybe?
No. Oh, it could be. It could be.
Like the trial's
say
gone
when it
on this
happened?
long, sort of thing?
Yeah. Does it say when it happened, or because it could be a case of this happened again? The site's still up, and it's a trap. It's just collecting people.
It's a good question. No, it doesn't say. I mean, this story's date, but it doesn't say the original crime time.
Yeah. Crime time
Crime
with
time.
Polydub.
That's right.
Dial C for crime.
Wendy Lynn Wynn, 52, of South Roxford, completed a service request on the site. A service request. I love it. Last year. So it was last year around this time. So yeah, maybe it is just a follow-up to the same story. She wanted her ex-husband dead because he stole money from her, and she preferred not going to jail. The owner of the fake website immediately contacted the state police, who sent an undercover detective posing as a hitman to meet with her. And a $200 down payment and the promise of $5,000 in total. So for $5,200, you too can avoid jail that you don't want to go to and have someone killed, but not really. And Teddy, thank you very much for the $2. I'm so drunk I can't stand up. Love that thing. Because, Eva Green toasting you. That's seductive. Quote, I'm not a fan of cilantro or coriander. I kind of screwed myself over marrying into a Greek Cypriot.
Married into a Greek?
No, I'm trying to read the next word.
Cypriot.
Cypriot? What does that mean? Cypriot family?
It means someone from Cyprus.
Oh, cool. Okay. A Greek family from Cyprus. Didn't I? It's in effing everything. Yeah, I believe that. Wow. That's, yeah, you married into a family that, I went to an actual authentic Mexican restaurant, and that's when I discovered and solidified and crystallized my belief that what I like is Tex-Mex, not Mexican. Because Jesus Christ, they put fucking cilantro on fucking everything. It was just, it was a giant table of soap.
Did you not just ask for, just hold the cilantro?
I didn't know that was going to happen. And okay, the worst part, I'm being invited there out for lunch by a professor that I was hoping to fucking impress. So I'm just sitting there drinking Coca-Cola and the average Modelo beer. And then I'm just, and he's like, "You're not hungry?" And I'm like, so yeah, that last paper that you had published was just stunning with insight. It was terrible because everything he ordered was just cilantro salad, man. It was fucking unbelievable. So yeah, Tex-Mex all the way, baby. No cilantro and plenty of fucking cheese on everything. That's the way to be.
I mean, you could have just looked around at other people's meals as you were sitting down. It's, oh shit, that's a lot of cilantro. Maybe I should ask for no cilantro on my.
Well, now I know to do that, Mr. Captain 2020 hindsight. Remember that? Fucking.
Well, I said just
South
keeping
Park?
everything hocus pocus in focus,
And whatnot.
Of course.
Yes.
But never forget the whatnot.
No. Lawyer. Man charged in scam missed court because he's dead.
Oh, see, somebody got to correct it, man.
That is damning evidence, isn't it?
The man wanted out of it so bad that, well, you read what happened. A man charged with running a scam that cheated a woman out of more than $80,000 missed a recent court date and was supposed to be rearrested. But his attorney says that it will be impossible because his client has been dead for months.
Well, that is
good excuse.
impossible. No, dig him up.
Johnny Miesa's attorney told state attorneys in June that he received a death certificate saying his client died from complications of malaria in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the most ironically named place on earth, where he has family. The Connecticut Post reported police and federal authorities have been unable to confirm the authenticity of the death certificate. Really? The Democratic Republic of the Congo is putting out weird documents and you can't trust their government with the veracity of the things they say? I'm shocked. Shocked!
This does not sound like them.
Yeah. I mean, they've got both Democratic and Republic in their name. They must be good.
Yeah. Just like Antifa.
Good call.
Hmm.
So I could read the whole story, but, I'm not gonna. Because the funny part is, tee-hee, the headline. Moving along.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, it's all in the headline, isn't it? There's not a lot you can read into that.
Well, you want to talk about a short story. How about the next short story? Because I just want to tell the guy to fuck off.
Oh, please be midgets.
Americans need to learn to live more like Europeans. Alison Schregler? Fuck you.
Fuck off.
And where do you write for?
Involve?
Bloomberg Opinion, Economics and Finance are the taglines. Because Americans just want to buy, and that's the cause of the shortage on the shelves. That's the reason the ships are backed up, because we are just purchasing capitalist, imperialist hogs that want to buy everything. Keeping in mind, this is a writer from Bloomberg Business writing on economics and finance. Thank you, Alison Schregler, you moron. Supply chain shortages are constraining U.S. consumers' endless appetite for buying whatever they want, whenever they want. It's about time. It's become the conventional wisdom that the U.S. economy is built on Americans' endless appetite to buy lots and lots of stuff. Household consumption makes up about 67% of the GDP. Somebody told me, but I don't really know because I was just hired here to whine. When the economy falters, we're told spending is our patriotic duty. Nobody ever said that, ever. You're full of shit, you lying bitch. But suddenly Americans can't spend like they used to. You don't end a sentence with a dangling preposition like that, retard. Store shelves are emptying, and it could take months to find a car, refrigerator, or sofa. You forgot your Oxford comma, moron. If this continues, we may need to learn to do without. And you used an M dash when you're supposed to use an N dash. And horrors live more like the Europeans. That actually might not be a bad thing, because the US economy could be healthier if we were less reliant on consumption.
I know, so she's a writer and not, a doctor of economics.
If she's a writer, son of a bitch. I mean, how many times did I have to fucking pull out my red pen and circle something here?
Yeah, his monitor's a mess right now.
Yeah, she's a writer and not a girlfriend. Keep that in mind, ladies.
I admit it. I end up doing it because I grade papers, right? So I'm used to like, hey, you fucked up, you fucked up, you fucked up. And yes, you can start a sentence with but or that, but this is not a way you can do it. But suddenly Americans can't spend like they're supposed to. Type that sentence into Grammarly and your computer's just going to short the fuck out.
Oh, then don't do that.
Well, yeah, it was a sort of dare not do this thing.
You being hyperbolic by any chance?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, no,
you're exaggerating about,
your computer's not going to burn out, but Grammarly's just going to just say, have you ever thought of, seeking help? Idiot. Or going back to elementary school for basic grammar lessons or whatever. But suddenly, you could have just started with, suddenly, Americans are not able to spend as before. See? No dangling participle. No opening a sentence emptily.
Presumably is written so Americans could understand it.
Because only the stupidest Americans read Bloomberg, or more to the point, anything written by Alison Schregler.
Why have they got a photo of two people cycling in Las Vegas?
Nice. I love this too, right? It's two people on bicycles smiling,
Yeah, she's bought her sunflowers.
Yeah.
That was the deed of the day.
Yeah, cheese chomping surrender monkeys driving around smiling. We're happy and we don't buy anything and they tax the living shit of us. We own nothing, but we're pleased. Socialism for the win. Bring in more immigrants. Yay!
They do though, because if you picture a Frenchman on a bicycle, what's in the basket?
A baguette.
Fucking right, it's a baguette. Every time. Mr. Twisted Frenzy threw $2 to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle saying, I think cilantro is American speak for coriander. If you've ever had coriander, then you know what cilantro tastes like. And I agree with Polly. It's fucking awful. It was parsley. Coriander or parsley? Let's have a look. To continue the cilantro hate. No, it is coriander. Yeah, all right. I think I've got some of that in the kitchen. I'll go have a taste. I'll let you know what I think.
All right, fair enough.
I'm just going to eat a spoonful of coriander. Right, be right back. That'll help my cough.
Actually, he's going to just taste parsley?
Apparently.
Okay. Didn't think that would ever happen on a stream, much less ours. But all right, there we are. Moving along, Sinatra. Here, check this out. Coronavirus found in deer means hunter should take precautions.
Hey, that's here.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Oh, now I can hit deer with my truck unimpugned because I'm doing the country a service.
No, that'll make you a super spreader as you spread corona-ridden deer guts everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, buddy. I let everyone down.
Polly,
Coriander in this house.
let me pick your brain real quick. Completely unrelated. Well, semi-related.
All right.
What do you think about using mint in a cocktail?
Well,
You can't make a mojito without it.
yeah, mojitos are great. Mint in a fucking bourbon sour, like
That's what I was
muddled
thinking.
mint at the
In a
bottom.
sour.
Yeah, fantastic, great stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, muddled mint in the bottom with your sugar, right? Because it acts as an abrasive to crush it up a little bit more, and you got yourself a proper muddler, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
Welcome
cool.
back to Herb Talk. You heard it on the Vine.
You know what, Drunkle? I don't like complimenting you. You know why.
No, it's fair.
But I gotta
completely
say,
fair.
9 out of 10 times it's a win with you when you name the podcast. it's like no one bats 0.9, but you do. It's weird.
Viper said, plus think of the car damage when you hit the deer. I have a brush guard on the front of my truck, so I'm not worried about it. I just have to hose it down afterward. Have to get a stick and pick out the deer eyeball from the fucking holes in it.
So yeah, some raw sugar in there, and with your mint leaves, muddle them up real nice. Get your ice cubes in there, and use actual lime juice. They're not that expensive. Don't buy the fake lime
No,
juice.
they're not.
Yeah, use your reasonable bourbon, especially if it's overproof, because you're going to give it a shake, which is going to water it down a little bit. So go with the 50% minimum. Dark Resurrect, thank you for the $1. COVID and deer. So they are trying to stop people from hunting for their own meat now. I saw this coming from a mile away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The reason I brought up
Wow.
that story is it's just like when you run out of
If somebody
adults to vaccinate, okay, we need to vaccinate children, the least needed for vaccination. And then once you run out of that, it's like, oh, well, the animals have it now. Can deer transfer it over to people? I know there's the whole bat story and knot and wet market and so forth, but just saying that it's in deer, is that an actual threat to something? If you eat corona-ridden meat, are you going to develop the coronavirus? I don't know. I'm actually asking that question, but it doesn't really say in this fucking article. It just says those goddamn deer have COVID. COVID. Okay, and the final step, don't forget, couple of drops of Angostura bitters. That's what makes the win.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I have Angostura and Peychaud's.
cool.
I think I have some orange.
Yeah, a lot, because that's not a common thing in the bourbon sour, right? If you look it up in mixology books and stuff, they don't say the Angostura bitters for a classic bourbon sour. Put it in anyway. It's a win.
Angostura never hurts a cocktail.
No, it doesn't. It's good stuff.
All right.
Moving along.
I continue.
Yes. Drunkle. We will not be arguing. We are going to go ahead with this. We are going to go ahead with
It's about the moon, isn't it?
We are going to go ahead with this story, and we are just going to appreciate what the story says. The moon puts on a show. The moon puts on a show this week, up in the sky, and it's an interesting story. So let's hear out
Up in the sky. I'm glad they specified it's in the sky. I thought it was coming down to Birmingham to put on a show.
In the middle of November, with the full beaver moon coming Friday morning. I didn't know there was such thing as a full beaver moon. The full moon will come with almost a total lunar eclipse. So that's what it's going to turn extremely bright red. It's going to be mostly covered, thus get this really cool reddish color. And there's your times, peoples. Freeze the screen as necessary and go look at it, because the moon, Luna, Selena, whatever the fuck, our lone natural satellite is really cool. I'm a big fan, and you're gonna get to see it look awesome on fucking Friday. It's gonna be all bright red, a blood moon. So yeah, go check it out.
Where is it? Is this an American blood moon? Because you get an eclipse. I don't get an eclipse. We have separate eclipse.
What?
Like,
You don't get an eclipse in England?
Well, I mean, we do, but if we get like a total eclipse, then you guys over there aren't getting a total
Total
eclipse.
eclipse of the heart.
So, like, where?
I'm just scrolling.
Huh, he's scrolling.
I'm looking around Uranus. Hold on.
That's where I lose most things.
Yeah, but this is the
All
way.
right,
Look here.
all right.
I'm just going to drop it into. I'm going to drop it into chat for those that are interested. You can go read the fucking story and find out how to find it and the times to find it at, and hopefully the best story or the best.
watch it
Oh,
online.
and the Leonids are starting. They peak in November 18th. Cool. I didn't realize
What the fuck is a Leonid?
that. It's a meteor shower. There's
Why did
there,
they just say that?
there, well, because those meteors are called Leonids. I forget why. Because they happen in the constellation of Leo, mostly, if I recall correctly. I think. Don't quote me on that.
I'd have called them lions.
Yeah. But if you have never seen like a really bright meteor shower and you want to take a drive outside the city to sex up your sexy lady, tell her you're going out there to see the meteor shower, or with your sexy fellow, whatever the case may be. And you can, or if you live out in the middle of fucking nowhere, it's tough to see them inside the city. But if you've never seen a meteor shower, it's worth looking at. It's really fucking cool. They go off like every 2 seconds. It's like looking at sparks coming off a campfire. It's awesome. And it happens. It happens in and around the 18th as the Earth travels through that path of small rocks that are up there, and they burn up in the atmosphere as the Earth travels through them. And it happens twice a year. And one of them is the Leonids meteor shower, and it's peak November 18th, which is tomorrow. Or today, if you live in Australia.
If you live in Australia, then rocks fall into the earth. It's the least of your troubles.
Okay, there you go. Mike Savage.
Fair.
The eclipse will be a partial one for the UK, starting at about 6 a.m. Friday and lasting about 2 hours. So you'll still see the beaver moon. You'll see it'll still become reddish, which is awesome. I like the moon.
Yeah.
Or Luna, or whatever,
moon.
but we're not fighting, so we're moving on.
Just call it Earth's natural satellite.
Yes. Yes.
All right, we'll find a middle ground on this one.
Yeah, we'll call it the full beaver in the sky. It's fine.
We'll be friends again.
Beaver ball. How about that?
Sounds too competitive.
Now for something completely different. Woman's decomposing body found after downstairs neighbor complained about maggots on ceiling.
Oh no!
So I don't know if I can even tell this story, but I'm going to anyway. My old boss worked for a police department in the city. He was what do they call him? A auxiliary cop. And I was with him one day, and they got a call about a weird smell coming from an apartment building. And so the real cops showed up, and we showed up. They told us to wait outside. They're like, okay, yeah, come on in. There's just a dead lady laying on the floor, and they flipped her over. Just maggots and shit everywhere. It's fucking gross.
Rough. Fucking rough.
And they were just so cavalier about it. They're like, yeah, come on in. Like, oh, cool.
Food's here, guys. Yeah, just let it down wherever.
We're down like, all right, who wants to go get food?
I saw a post on a subreddit called Oddly Terrifying. And it was just someone outside an apartment, but there was like a shit ton of flies on the window.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, you ever found a dead body? Against my better judgment, I went in and read some of the comments, and people were exchanging stories of when people have died in the apartments and they've not been found for a couple of weeks. And they said they could smell it, so they called the police, and the police went in, like kicked the door in, ran in there, and then immediately ran back out and started throwing up. The smell must be the kind that never leaves you, you know? Like cilantro.
Right. And thank you once again to Alamo Gulf Citizen for putting in all of our Streamlabs. You can see them there. / Sinatra syllables. Sinatra says
Sinatra syllables.
Yeah, if you click on it, it'll take you there. And Drunken Uncle tip and Polydub tip. Polydub live tip. Because I'm live right now. This is me. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is you.
Yeah. All right, moving back. Here we go. A decomposing body of a reported domestic abuse victim was found in her Bronx. Oh, God. It couldn't have been a bad person either, like Cruella de Vil or something. You know, it was just a domestic abuse victim. After the woman's downstairs neighbor complained about the maggots dropping from the ceiling. Oh, I'd complain too. The police found the decomposing remains of... just don't name her. Jesus Christ. After the tenant below her told the building super...
They're just going to call her Maggot Lady otherwise.
Well,
like,
just... No, don't... She died horribly. Like, I don't know. These fucking news entertainers, man. Even at Law and Crime, like, I don't know. Below the building, the maggots were coming through the ceiling. She was... found next to the body of a man believed to be her abusive boyfriend. Police believe she died in a murder-suicide at the boyfriend's hand. Fuck, this got dark. I didn't read this story. She used to
Who
tell.
would have thought a story of maggots dropping from the ceiling would get so dark, Polly?
God, she was 29 and he was 40. Fuck me.
I was always going to go wrong.
She was on the couch in the. Ah. The police who responded to the call
Caught him
were
on the
overwhelmed by a
counter.
foul
Wasn't me.
stench even before they opened the door. So wait a minute. Even before they opened the door, why didn't the neighbors on the same floor report the smell before the maggots started dropping on you from the floor below?
Not in my
I don't know,
business.
man. Yeah, just keep to yourself, you know. Don't rock the boat.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to jump ahead to another story because I think we need something lighter after that.
I agree.
A little palate
agree.
cleanser. Okay, before I bring up the article, okay, I'm just going to read you the headline. Mayor of Goddard jailed on suspicion of DUI, traffic offense, booking records show.
Draco Malfoy?
That's the mayor.
Oh,
Of Goddard.
my God.
That's the mayor?
That's the mayor.
No, that's not the mayor. Like the mayor's son,
Mayor's grandson.
right?
Well, it could have been like a Getty image. Like it doesn't say anything about Getty, but like, you know, they look up.
Like if you just Google mayor.
No. Least likely to be mayor face, and this is what they found. The mayor of the city of Goddard was arrested and booked into Sedgwick County Jail for allegedly driving under the influence of alcohol. You're old enough to drink?
No.
You ain't no 21.
No, he's not. No.
Under the influence of drugs or alcohol and driving improperly on a landed roadway.
Look, if you would have said he's not old enough to drive, I'd be like, no, he doesn't look like it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Hunter Larkin was appointed to fill the mayoral seat in August 2020
He
after
looks
the.
like a hunter, though.
Th-
doesn't he?
yes,
he looks
yes, he
like his
does.
name is Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter
So it
Hearst.
was by appointment after the abrupt resignation of former Mayor Jamie Blachblach, who left the post around the same time. Prosecutors charged him and his wife with counterfeiting tickets to the Sedgwick County Zoo's annual fundraiser event. This fucking
What, the day
town
at the
has
zoo?
problems, man. Holy shit. The poor people of Goddard. The booking report released last Sunday morning by the Sedgwick County Sound. It was booked on following a traffic stop on Saturday in the area of blah, 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 blah. He was arrested and taken to jail sometimes afterward. Larkin, 22, did not immediately respond to phone or email messages.
Oh, we've all been 22.
Right?
The mayor is 22?
Yeah.
You know what? This is so
People
unbelievable.
voted
I
for
have to
him.
go poop. I'll be right back.
All right. Last year, he lost the primary bid for the Sedgwick County Commission seat in District 3 to incumbent David Dennis. In August, he announced his intent to run for the Kansas House of Representatives District 101, which includes a swath of Wichita and Goddard, and in other portions of Sedgwick and Reno counties. Okay, I don't know why you said all that at the end. I thought it was going to lead to how this guy got appointed. But there he is.
The mayor is 22.
That guy's 20 fucking 2, man.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm. The joke, he doesn't look old enough to shave. That kid don't shave.
He doesn't need to.
No, that's what I'm saying.
His mum still cuts his hair.
Yeah. And tightens up his tie bow and ties it behind him
Yeah.
because he doesn't know how to do it. Mom, I think I
Yeah.
need a single Windsor for tonight. No, honey, double on for professional
Mom.
events. Mom, double Windsors feel choky.
All the other mayors are making fun of me.
Ugh. So, moving along. India police question Amazon executives in probe over marijuana smuggling.
Oh, yes,
So apparently
yeah.
they're sending marijuana all over India using Amazon because Amazon don't give no fuck.
No, they really don't, do they? Don't you grow it yourself
Hello?
in India? You could probably just grow it outside, couldn't you?
Did my headphones cut out? Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay, there we go. So, believe it or not, this happens in the town of Lucknow, India.
Right.
Okay. They've summoned Amazon.
Got to build a casino there, haven't you?
Right. They summoned in the Amazon folk and they're like, "Yo, what's up? There's a whole bunch of marijuana being sent through your pile of shit."
Service, I suppose.
Yeah, service. Yeah, I'm starting to lose it here a little bit in case you can't tell. The police on Sunday arrested 2 men in the state with 20 kilograms of marijuana and found they were using Amazon's India shopping website in order to smuggle the substance to various states. Smugglers used the Amazon India platform in order to deliver the drug, which was listed under the guise of dry sativa leaves. I don't know how to say that. It's the sweetener, sativa?
No, I mean, that is a type of marijuana. Indica and
No, you're thinking
that
you're thinking sativa.
That is,
You're thinking okay, I get it. You're thinking indica and sativa.
stevia. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the artificial sweetener.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
excuse me. Natural sweetener. It's a sweet leaf that like
It's a
health nuts
genus
use.
of plants native to South America.
Okay.
Also known as sweet leaf and sugar leaf.
Stevia? Is that how you say it? I've never been right on saying it.
It's Splendor.
Okay, so this natural sweetener. The Amazon platform was allegedly used for over 1,000 kilograms of marijuana sales so far, worth $148,000 motherfucking dollars. And okay, so now here's the thing. This is the part. So motherfuckers are shipping drugs by Amazon or eBay or Etsy or whatever the fuck and claiming it to be something else. Big whoop, okay? The part of the story I liked is this. On Monday, Manoj Singh, the senior police official in the district, said Amazon executives have been asked to explain how their platform could be used for the sale of banned substances. The response is this. The international company has the power of artificial intelligence. So it's a big thing happening on their platform, Singh said. There is involvement of Amazon at many levels in this marijuana delivery, from providing logistical support to delivery. The lawyers from Amazon will probably visit us tomorrow.
Yeah, unless our bribe gets through in time.
But they don't give a fuck. They're not going to show up. It was like Zuckerberg answering fucking Ted Cruz's questions before Congress. I don't know, Senator. I'm going to have to get back to you. I don't know, Senator. I'm going to have to get back to you. That's tantamount to just refusing to answer the question, which you're allowed to do. But, have some balls, some gumption, some fucking spine, a little bit of moxie, perhaps. Act like a fucking human being and saying, I'm asserting my Fifth Amendment rights to not testify against myself. I'll have to get back to you later. Imagine me on fucking trial for murder and I take the stand and the prosecutor asks me, were you at the scene of the murder that happened at 8 p.m.? Were you there at 8 p.m.? And I'm like, I'm going to have to get back to you, prosecutor. When the fuck else can you fucking do that?
Shout out to the word gumption as well.
Dude, no problem. I watch a lot of West.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
Yeah. Would you call my horse? You got a lot of gumption, sir. Right. So yeah, there you go. Cannibal killer who stabbed 3 people to death and ate their raw flesh with vodka is jailed for life in Russia.
If you're going to eat someone, cook it first.
Right?
Bit of cilantro.
And I mean vodka and you're Russian. Did you have to fulfill the stereotype? It couldn't have been a nice Chianti.
That's the only crime here.
That's the Russian?
Doesn't look very Russian, does he?
No, he looks more Mongolian. But then, again, they're right off of Russia. So, there you go.
Well, yeah. His name is Vladimir as well. I mean, come on.
Yeah. A Russian cannibal killer has been jailed for life after stabbing 3 people to death and eating their raw flesh with vodka. Thanks for repeating the headline, you fucks. Vladimir Yadny, 32, murdered 2 men and 1 woman in one night in the remote Siberian village of Gazsail. Nothing good happens in Siberia. He carried out the first 2 killings when he found 2 friends, a man and a woman, embracing when he returned from a shop to buy alcohol. This led to a
I don't know why. But, like, if I had to eat a human, I would prefer it to be female.
Well, thank you for
I don't know why.
sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Like, I mean, do you know what I mean?
No.
Not to eat a man. Like, if I was a vampire, I'd probably like feed exclusively off of women. You know.
Sinatra, stop fucking commenting from the toilet. It's weird to think of you with your pants down and a phone in your hands. Stop it.
What's in the other hand?
What I don't know.
Just
he's-
vodka and meat, though. It's weird, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice digestif afterwards, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
A little amaro, perhaps.
Slice of bread. But it's raw as well. He's not even cooked it, so the taste, I think, is the least of his worries, right?
Yeah. So he carried out the first 2 killings when he found 2 friends, a man and a woman, embracing when he returned from buying alcohol. This led to a
Embracing.
Yes. This led.
Why is that? Never hug in Russia.
This led to a dispute in which he stabbed the man, 51, and the woman, 59. He then decided to taste the flesh of the recently killed people, said person, head of the criminal justice department in place. He came in with alcohol on him and drank it as he was eating the meat. There he is, just... Oh, yeah, now pixel out his eyes. That's what, yeah. Holy shit, look at that place. It might make...
That's Russia.
It doesn't really make me want to eat people, but kill someone over a minor argument? Maybe. Look at this sad little playground, Drunkle.
You know, that is the first thing I saw, actually.
Look at this sad little playground. It's...
Excuse me. I mean, by the side of it, though, like, this wasn't a premeditated eating.
I didn't... The way the watermarks are, I thought those were on their suits. I'm like, what are they wearing in Russia? What are they wearing? Russian fashion is weird, man. I would just... Police found the remainders of the 3rd victim in a different location to the couple. Yadin was detained for a few hours and immediately confessed to the 3 killings it reports. He also performed a crime reenactment showing how he murdered the victims with a knife. Psychiatric test carried out by the murderer found out he was, quote, sane when he committed the killings. Yeah. The killer was ordered to serve a life sentence in a harsh regime prison colony. Sounds about right.
Well, he's just going to be surrounded by food.
I just don't understand. Where did the 3rd person come in?
Pudding. Dessert.
Yeah.
Like something sweet.
Moving along.
By the sign of it, it's not like he didn't like, oh, I'm just going to cut this person up and eat them. He just like killed them and went, I wonder what they taste like.
Well, here, until Sinatra's done shitting, for Christ's sake. Well, let's move on to this story because I want him to talk. I want to talk the thing with the stuff. English. Man rides bike under parking gate at Boca Resort. It hits him. He sues.
Really? Come on, man.
Yeah. Like the gate was down. When you read the story, the gate was down, and he tried riding under it. Like Boca Raton is a resort town in South Florida. Where a lot of old folks end up. So you got this old man, and he's on a bike, and the gate is down, and he's like, I can make it under this, and whack, he hits it, and he sues.
I mean, you're on a bike, go around it.
Oh.
I like that he claims no one ever told him not to ride under the. We need signs for everything now.
That's why there are certain firearms, believe it or not, that actually say do not point at face in the instructions.
Yeah. If only those 3 Russian people were wearing shirts that said do not eat.
Good call.
And they would have just got stabbed.
All right, moving
do
along.
Do not eat or stab.
Mayor of Cambridge charged with violating Maryland's revenge porn statute.
And how old is the mayor of Cambridge? Another 22-year-old, isn't it?
Right. 50 counts.
See, every time I know it says statute, but I keep reading statue, and I'm like, I wouldn't mind seeing that statue.
A nice porn statue. The Romans were good
And
at
like
it.
revenge porn statue. They did love it, didn't they?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
early porn for the Romans, though, wasn't it? If you were a sculptor back then, you'd never have to buy your own beer.
So Maryland State Prosecutor Guy announced today that Andrew Bradshaw, mayor of Cambridge, Maryland, has been charged with 50, that's a 5 counts of distributing revenge porn. Now, it gets fun. It sounds just like a boring story, but check this out.
Okay.
Hold on, I got to sneeze. There's a sneeze coming.
What are the chances that it would be such a round number? Like, you get to 50 counts of revenge porn and go, well, that's me done.
Yeah, I've done what I needed to do. Well, if you look at the plan that he went with, that very likely could have happened, because it says the criminal information filed in the circuit court of blah, 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 alleges that Andrew Bradshaw created multiple accounts on the public internet forum Reddit, employing public usernames consisting of permutations of the name and birth date of a person identified as victim 1. You son of a bitch.
Oh.
So her name is like Jane Johnson. So it's like just permutated that over and over and over again so everyone would know exactly who it was. You motherfucker, you thought this through. Who had a past romantic relationship with Mr. Bradshaw. Mr. Bradshaw is then alleged to have posted nude photographs of victim 1, captioned with racial slurs and sexually explicit language on those Reddit accounts and various subreddit forums that were related to sexual activity, humiliation, degradation, race, and other topics. The charging document further alleges that Mr. Bradshaw disseminated the images without the knowledge or consent of victim 1 and with the intent to harm her. Well, you would assume. Maryland's revenge porn statute, blah, 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 prohibits the non-consent, blah, 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 blah. If convicted, Mr. Bradshaw would face a maximum penalty of 2 years incarceration and a $5,000 fine for each count. Who's willing to do the math?
God damn.
That's a lot of fucking money.
5,000. It's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
$250,000.
Yep.
No. Yeah, $250,000. I was willing to.
So, so you got 22-year-old mayors that aren't old enough to shave, driving drunk and shit and getting arrested. And you got mayors of Cambridge doing, like, this shit and fucking around on Reddit and subreddit and, like, oh, my God. And with a plan, too. Like, this guy had a plan. Permutations of the name and birth date of the person, because he doesn't want to write her name out because, oh, well, if they catch me, see, he thought it out, right? It's like, oh, well, that was an accident. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Every single fucking account posting, the name of every single account posting these pictures of this woman are all her name or birth date in some variation or another. He's well, I thought I wouldn't get caught.
That's terrible. What site is this? Just so I can be sure to avoid it.
Office of the Maryland State Prosecutor.
Well, the 22-year-old mayor's looking a bit better now, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay, so jumped over. Oh, yeah, here we go.
He just wanted to go to the zoo.
Tensions flare at Aubrey death trial as Jesse Jackson visits. Why?
Who's Jesse Jackson?
Right.
Could you imagine the outrage if...
Freemasons run the country!
Could you imagine the outrage if, like, Colion Noir or Alex Jones showed up at the Rittenhouse trial?
Good call. Good fucking call. Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, this guy's a pastor. Really? How big is his
He's a
congregation?
pastor the same way I'm a doctor.
Well, this is what I mean. Like, you know, and when you scroll down and you see the clout chasing, I want to be associated like Al Sharpton, Reverend Al Sharpton. I want to ask both of them, Reverend Sharpton, Pastor Jackson, who's your congregation? Where's your church? What flock do you minister to? I don't believe any of it. I believe you guys are pastors and reverends, but you don't do the work. Title gone. Like when you're Major General James Smith retired afterwards. You always see RET. You guys are retired pastors and reverends. Stop using that name to lend yourself credibility. You ain't preaching to no one. You ain't spreading the gospel to no one. Quit trying to fucking clothing yourselves in this shit. I hate that. User unknown 87, thank you for the $1. Did we get Polly or Greta with all that blah blah blah? Well,
Yeah, right.
that's cool, man. That's cool. He's just from the local department of blah blah blah. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. What do you know about it? Who are you going to, Greta? Who are you going to fix the environment? The fucking government. You stupid, hypocritical, non-school finishing lying bitch. Every single fucking person that you fucking approached to fix the fucking environment was who? Somebody in the fucking government. Well, you blah, blah, blah from the government set of fucking liars. Fuck you. You expect the government to fix the problem while you claim the government is the problem. This is how fucked up your worldview is.
I always feel as though he's telling me off.
Not only that, but her parents, paid actors, she flies around when nobody's like, she is so full of shit. It's not even funny.
It is. And Snow Pilot's got a good point. No, Polly, they're preaching, just not the Gospels. Yeah, they're true. Yeah, you're right. They're preaching a brand new religion now, aren't they? Fuck.
Religion of peace.
Yeah.
Religion of cum.
And the story, I've read through it, it's like tensions in the courtroom Monday morning, soon after Jackson sat down in the back row. Well, of course, he made a spectacle of himself just by being there. You know, I marched with Martin Luther King, you know. I started the Rainbow Coalition, you know. I ran for president in 1986, you know. I got caught on a hot mic saying I wanted to clip off Barack Obama's nuts once, you know. That's true. Look that up. I didn't make that up. Huh. Because Obama said he was going to do certain things and then kind of backed off of it. And Jackson says, oh, I'd love to clip his nuts for that. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Don't you know the mic's on? No, he didn't. It's just them showing up to be, I'm here. Because a black man was killed. And it's like, well, why do you guys ever leave the south side of New York if you're interested when black men are killed? See, those are the kind of questions that cause me to lose my channel and not get into the really good schools. Just saying. You heard about the guy whacking his head in Boca? Sinatra?
What?
What?
Oh yeah, I heard it on the can.
Great. I'm sure you heard other things we don't want to hear about on the can. All right.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, revenge porn. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Watch this.
Russia again? Oh, that's not good.
Hey.
So he lives up there. He's in a wheelchair. He's got a little wheel and pulley system.
Oh.
He's going up.
It's just going to go wrong, though.
No. Watch,
if it looks
watch.
stupid and it works, it ain't stupid.
Everyone just walking around like this is completely normal.
Yeah, and he's going up. Right? See, he's got this whole tent system set up for it's a carport, if you will. Right? There's got a little door in it. Right? Twists around. And he just rolls in. And there he goes.
What's wrong with you? Take the stairs, you idiot.
It's not. It's an ableist building. It's not disabled friendly. It doesn't have ramps and shit. So he developed his own little method of carporting himself into his third floor apartment.
Redneck engineering right there.
Yeah.
Hey, if it looks stupid and it works, it ain't stupid.
No, I'm like, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I love the end when he just kind of like, look at him go. Yeah, he's on his little slider and he's in and shuts it. Yeah, there it is. Love it. Oh yeah, what's going on here?
The next Blade movie?
Everyone makes the Blade joke, and I don't blame you.
It's the coat. It's the coat he's wearing.
Yeah, this is a security guard or isn't? Like
Does he have?
Darren
Is
Long.
that a kendo stick?
I don't No, like
Microphone.
what he has is regular material tape wrapped around the handle of what might be a straight sword, or like you said, it's just a kendo stick. So he's got a boken. He's got a fancy.
Or some stereotypes are true.
It is actually easier to identify things this man doesn't have than has, because he's got it all. He's got the fantasy knife. He's got he's got a revolver with an extended eye relief scope on it. He's got knee pads for God knows what. I don't even want to talk about that part. He's got something. Somebody zoomed in here in higher definition. He's got a backup gun shoved into his boat with the pant leg pushed off to the side, just in case he needs to reach down there and get at it. I mean, this guy's got it all. And then there's like another security guard standing right here, and she's got like a knife and some handcuffs, maybe a gun probably on the other side. And that's it. But we got.
She's clearly not taking it as seriously.
We've got Blade's cousin Scythe, here ready for action. Right.
Scythe.
Blade's cousin Dagger.
I could look at this picture for a while and I'm kind of concerned what this box-like item is in his pocket. What do you got there, buddy?
I don't know. What could it be? A massive phone.
I think, see, this is what I think. Empty holster, and his ridiculous revolver goes in said holster over here. That's my best guess. And if you'll notice, he's double packing. This is another revolver in the other hand. Or, excuse me, 1911. A chromed 1911 in the other hand. Like, why are you double fisting? And you ain't Chow Yun Fat. And match your guns, for God's sake, if you're going to double fist.
Bit much, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. And he's got the fake badge shirt on, where like it's not a badge on the shirt. The badge is like stitched into the shirt. I just like that picture.
Thank you.
That is not exit. Not an.
Yeah.
An exit.
Yeah, it's not exit. Yeah.
Saving money on letters here, guys.
No, someone just pulled the N off and went and used it for nefarious purposes. Moving along. Trigger alert device for classrooms and parties sounds an alarm when it detects offensive language.
Oh, that's where that N went then.
Would you buy a police bot for political correctness? Trigger alert device for classrooms and parties sounds an alarm when it detects abusive language or jokes. Themis makes loud and annoying noises when it detects abusive language. The lamp-sized device is currently being tested in classrooms and
like
universities. Yeah. The trigger warning detector was unveiled in Zindai Isa during the Dubai Design Week. So in other words, it's detecting blasphemies against the fake prophet Muhammad.
Do you think it goes ree?
No, I think it goes Allahu Akbar.
Is it like that bitch who broke down at Trump's inauguration?
Right? Yeah. And of course, what came to mind immediately.
Excellent, you shit.
Oh, yeah. Top movie.
I'm like, my God, that's just like demolition. Well, I gotta pull that clip up, don't I? Okay, let's talk about a man who lost his fingers.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
Okay, this man lost a portion of his hand and a number of his
That's
fingers.
all we have to say about it.
But no, because like normally that would be a tragic story, but not in this gentleman's case because he created his own robotic hand.
Welcome back to my channel. So,
Holy shit.
I've been working on my hand.
Check this guy out. Watch this guy do his shit.
Lately.
This guy's
I went
awesome.
And
You
created
rip your dick off, wouldn't you?
a narrowed down, refined model of it where I can actually.
So he is building this thing himself, teaching himself from scratch how to do it. Here's the various joint structures in his 3D modeling program, his CAD program, whatever he's using.
Overmold silicone into the fingertips. So while I was doing that, I was
That's
at
his
the shop.
fingers.
Hold on.
I mean,
I
also,
remember-
he did all of this with one hand.
Good point. But he also had the robot hand eventually to kind of help him along. Yeah. But
That
It's
I
like
had seen
Bender when
on
he puts his
my
arms back
comment
on,
section.
isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people asking, well, how much weight can I actually pick up with my hand? So I stopped by Big Five and tried out picking up some dumbbells. So this is what I found out. So the biggest dumbbell that Big Five had in stock was a
Is
30
there
pound
supposed to
that
be
you
sound
see
for this?
here.
Because I'm not getting any.
And
I don't think it's about the sound.
surprisingly,
yeah, chat's
my-
hearing it. He's just saying he stopped off at a place to find the heaviest dumbbell that he could because people have been asking him how much can that thing possibly lift, right? Yeah, sorry, I'm sharing the screen with you guys, not the app.
That's fine.
He's describing, I was putting rubber fingertips on it, and you saw the pink skin, so it had like you could grip things more easily, like a cup or whatever, instead of having it slide through because it's just metal. And then the question started coming up again and again. Well, how much can you actually lift with that thing? So he's like, all right, well, I'm going to stop by a store and find out.
Five had in stock was a 30 pound.
And it's the 30 pounder that they had in stock.
You see here.
And
surprisingly, my prosthetic hand was able to pick it up without really too much
Interesting.
closing effort.
and he said, I was able to pick it up, surprisingly, without too much closing effort at all.
That is very impressive.
Zelthor is the one who sent me this. And he said, this guy is so cool, he's slowly turning into Iron Man.
Yeah, very slow. Now he's just like,
True.
oh, what else? What other limbs can I lose?
Like, I'm kind of a misanthrope, people suck and so on and so forth. And then I see stuff like this and I think, people are cool. This guy's awesome.
Yeah, that he is, yeah. I mean, the implications here, I mean, how this can, like Lieutenant Dan, for instance, he could have done with some of this shit.
Yeah.
Not sure
I
how
mean,
putting
did you see
hands
him
on your legs would work, but
did you see him operate the fingers like just 1 through 3 4 like that? Like, look how
Yeah.
reactive it was. That was fucking awesome. That guy, he lost his fingers. What did he do? Start demanding that people at work supply him with extra things and signs and give him special pronouns and go to Twitter to yell at everybody? No, he went and fucking made a super hand. I'm not saying everybody needs to do that. I'm just saying, there's things to do other than turn yourself into a victim.
that would be his hero name, wouldn't it? Superhand.
I just thought that was really, really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now let's go on to something that's less cool. Liverpool Women's Hospital explosion. Police name suspect killed in blast. Now, Drunker, you've heard of this.
Hospitals or Liverpool? What, both? I've heard of both.
Well, the car explosion at the Liverpool Women's Hospital.
No, I did not hear of this, actually.
Okay, so it's declared a suspected terrorist act.
Yeah.
Okay. He was on his way there, and questions abound as to what the hell. And there was a Remembrance Day celebration going on at this place, and he was taking a taxi there. Okay. It exploded. His IED, his homemade bomb, exploded before he got there. The taxi driver escapes from the flaming wreckage of his own taxi, and the only person killed is the bomber, who never actually made it all the way there. And the suspicion is the increased traffic because it was Remembrance Day. The bomb was on a timer and he wasn't able to get there in time before the goddamn thing went off and blew up only him. Priceless.
Dumb fuck.
Now,
you're allowed to laugh at that, by the way.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to do it. The thing would say, I'm not a news entertainer. And, we're not news people here. We're conversationalists and whatnot. But the most causal connection between different school shooters and different mass murderers is that they had an intense interest in other mass murderers and school shooters. Does that slow news reporters and news entertainers down from mentioning the person's name and showing their picture and telling every detail of their life over and over again because they can sell fucking not only their profile but advertisement time during that? No, because blood certainly fucking sells. And the whole time we're doing it, we're gonna blame the inanimate objects, the guns, the fucking websites they went to. Oh, we gotta bring down 8chan, whatever the fuck else they can blame other than them, even though psychologists will tell you the number one connection between all of these people is a strong interest in other people like them and a large collection of information from the media on every detail of these fuckers' lives. So they play a major fucking part in it, yet blame the inanimate object for being the cause of the thing. So, and name the person names the person's name over and over again. Let's take a look at him. I refuse to say his name because his name. Nope. Gamer Valine, thank you for the $18. Actually, people still suck. An individual person can be a badass. You should take caution when gauging an individual versus the collective. Except with Marines. They've all eaten crayons.
And otters, I think.
I don't just... You had to drag the Marines into it, didn't you? Didn't you? Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. No, I hear you. I'm just saying sometimes I get into a misanthropic mood where I'm like, all people suck, and then you come to realize that it's like, no, there's people among them that don't. You know, dark nights of the soul and whatnot. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about here. Because it's like, oh, his name has been released. They named the suspect. Does it matter what his name is? Because his name is... He's a Syrian refugee.
Was.
Yeah, well done, UK. I'm not blaming you, Drunkle. I'm blaming...
Or the K.
I'm blaming... or the K. I just realized what you meant there. I'm blaming policy. It's this fucking guy. Yeah, let's go blow up a fucking bunch of people at a Remembrance Day celebration. Fuck this guy. And the only thing he ended up doing was blowing himself up, and the taxi driver, he didn't even kill him because he fucking got the fuck out. But you did manage to destroy his taxi, thus his livelihood. Well done.
It was insured.
I hope it certainly was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it has to be.
Yeah. Remember, they're all women and children. We need to be humanitarians. Right. Oh, here's some fun stuff. A speed camera has captured a Ford UTE traveling at 119 kilometers an hour with the person riding on the bonnet of the vehicle. The incident occurred at Indian Ocean Drive of Blackdaha. I can't... Gahabdahabdaha. That's a place in Australia, apparently. The car's registration is this. If you see it, report the news. This is the picture. At 119 kilometers an hour, drinking a beer. He's drinking a fucking beer laying down on the windshield.
That is the most Australian thing I've seen in a long time.
Like Australia. Well fucking done. I would... Jesus Christ.
Wow. Like,
he doesn't
traveling down the road. He's like, do you mind if I drink in your car? Actually, I do mind. Could you not?
And what I love about it is, it's not like he was doing this for friends where, like, it was a frat party and people were taking pictures. No, he's just doing it. It was a traffic camera that happened to capture the picture. That's why they don't know who he is. And they're appealing to the public for help. This is Aussie as fuck.
The biggest badass in Australia. That's your guy right there.
Oh, Snowpilot says that's a Ute. Aussie for pickup. Okay, in a Ford Ute. I get you. Right.
Yeah.
Still, this is Aussie as fuck. It's oh my god, my free antivirus expires today. Whatever will I do? Fuck off.
I am drunk. So drunk.
Right?
I cannot
With
get
Eva
up.
Green. Because she's toasting and looking at me demurely, yet sexily. C. Thomas, thank you for the $2. You mean to tell me Muslims being the suicide bombing, goat humping, being the suicide bombing such and suches that they are I am shocked. Almost like nothing good comes from certain places in the world. Damn, C. Thomas, I couldn't even finish that spicy chicken wing you just handed over. That was a little much. Let's
Gonna miss your channel.
Speaking of food, 480-pound woman charged with involuntary manslaughter after her husband died while performing oral sex.
Oh, no. that was his last meal. Oh my god.
Look at all this down here. Look at all this.
Oh no, that is not the way you want to go, is it?
No.
Like someone had to tell his parents
Yeah.
what happened, you know. No.
I'm assuming this is the wedding photo, and it's like, buddy. And then it's
Yeah. Where are Greenpeace in all this? You know?
Greenpeace activist rescued after getting stuck in Theodore Roosevelt's nostril at Mount Rushmore. Love it.
I was making a whale joke, but okay, Greenpeace is right there, apparently.
That's fucking fantastic. I love it. Good. They should have left him up there for a while. Yelled some shit up at him.
It just amazes me that, when you're looking at the left photo, that they make jeans with a front ass part. Specifically, presumably, for this woman.
You don't think that those are jeans with... I don't know. You think those are jeans with just... what's the stretchable stuff? Like super stretchy jeans, whatever they're called.
They'd have to be, yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't they? I love this.
That is...
Hold on.
Some people wear their fetishes on their sleeve, don't they?
This is great. Saudi religious police crack down on major pork smuggling ring. 319 arrests, 27 tons of bacon seized.
You notice how there was no applesauce taken.
Oh, come on. That's the only thing you can find funny about this?
No, it's very 27 tons of bacon. Sign me up, you know?
Yeah. Bacon and booze and, all... freedom to express your thoughts. There's all sorts of fucking things they're cracking down on.
Sorry about that. I had to lay into one of the kids.
No, they like to dance.
Dude, that shit irritates the hell out of me. I told them for literally 3 hours, pick up your fucking room. It's garbage day. And I go in there, they're playing on their phone. I was like, dude, you got to pick this shit up now or else. And they're like, well, it's time to eat. I said, no, it's not. It's time to... I shouldn't have to get on all fours and pick up the floor. Yeah, you should. You're a kid. Well, I'm not a maid.
Yeah.
Have you tried
and
hitting
then
them?
I was going in. I was like, we have to pick up after you guys all the time. We're not your maids. And the girl went, and I was like, whatever smart ass shit you're about to say, count your fucking teeth, because I don't want to hear it.
Count your teeth. That's pretty good.
I'm about to activate your dental plan. All right. This is
bullying kids is great because you can take them. You know?
This is your a follow-up to your story, Drunkle. More than 50,000. More than 500 people hospitalized with stings after a storm washes scorpions into people's homes in Egypt. Yeah, they're out there.
Hey.
That's that same scorpion.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like a sequel.
He hasn't moved since Monday.
Well, he's waiting and wait. English. User unknown 87. Thank you for the $11. We go to war, boys. They threaten the bacon. You know what kills me if you look at this? Like, these are the religious...
Scorpions.
Well, yeah, they will, won't they? These are the religious police. Like, they're packing, like, they've got Kevlar vests on, they've got guns, they got their little stupid berets on. Who knows what this badge says? I mean, it doesn't have a picture of Muhammad in the center, because that alone would get them arrested by one of their fellow officers. That these people are even around. Like, you're living in the 7th century. I mean, look at this. It looks like they've traveled back in time to grab a guy for a sample of what people used to live like. Fucking hell.
And yet they're still not as tooled up as that security guard that you showed us before.
No. I guess we can be thankful. The people of Saudi Arabia can be thankful for that, who want their bacon, alcohol, and, ability to speak their thoughts.
I presume is everyone.
Well, yeah. I think most people would.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about this: religious police. This is
Express
just
opinions. You're a fascist.
like I mean, this is Senator. This is what I'm talking about. America is the most racist country that ever lived. This place only eliminated slavery in 1968 in law. Okay, America, it's so restrictive and fascist. They're arresting a guy for having fucking bacon. They're fucking armed. They're doing crackdowns and fucking stings trying to find people who have pork. America is so horrible and repressive. We just entered a new area of progress by allowing women to drive, as long as they're escorted by their nearest male relative, that is. It pisses me off.
Don't look for logic where there isn't any.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
I am shoving a piece of food into my mouth. I'm starving.
Better not be bacon.
Okay, this house, San Francisco Gate's always, good repository of fun stories because San Francisco. This house in San Francisco's Mission District has millions of tabs of LSD on the walls. The Institute of Illegal Images is free to visit, and the DEA wants to know what the fuck. Because you could just go in there, lick the walls, and the walls will start breathing. That kind of thing.
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
You see? Look at all the tabs.
I am also what the fucking this. How is this even legal?
It's a great question.
Well, it's like you can buy bongs, but it does say for display purposes only.
Is that actual LSD?
Uh-huh.
It's probably cost a fuck ton of money.
McLeod is a lifetime proprietor of the Institute of Illegal Images and a lived-in gallery that's devoted to blotter art, which refers to the imagery printed on perforated paper and then dipped in liquid LSD before being torn into tabs for distribution. The works of art on display in the Institute are either reproductions of vintage designs or have long since faded brown, indicating that they've lost their potency. He claims, so he doesn't get arrested. Even so, McLeod was threatened with life imprisonment after police tapped his phone and raided the Institute to seize 400 framed pieces of art.
We are really taking it on good faith that this is LSD and he didn't just, print that out.
Yeah, I think that's the more likely scenario.
I don't know. You look at the guy, he seems a little dedicated to his task.
But
isn't it?
You can't be that dumb to go, I'm going to spend tens of thousands of dollars on LSD just to hang it up.
Yeah, who knows?
I
don't
think
know.
He sounds like as well.
Look at the giant brown bottle from like an old school chemistry lab where they kept the liquid LSD to dip into. That's great. He's even got one of them. Okay, and now for our penultimate article. New York City sanitation workers suspended over alleged falsified COVID vaccine cards. A whole fuck ton of them, because they have to have been vaccinated. Yeah, have all been busted in a sting operation with fake vaccine cards to demonstrate they've been vaccinated because they don't want the jab. Surprise!
Remember when we talked about this? What was the charge?
Believed to have submitted falsified vaccination cards, as aware of submitting false paperwork, something. I don't know. My employees allegedly submitted real CVS cards listing they received 1 dose of Johnson & Johnson, but the CVS hasn't been administering that brand in 6 months. We're investigating the situation, coordinating with our partners. It's concerning. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, they have to add in at the end, because it's ABC News, right? The workers are among municipal employees required to have at least 1 dose of the vaccine by November 1st. And 87% of the department's roughly 10,000 employees are either fully or partially vaccinated. Everyone's doing it. Get on board. Everything's fine. You know who's not doing it? You know what demographic in America is the most unvaccinated and the most against vaccination? You want to report on that, ABC?
African Americans.
Well, that would be racist. ABC News isn't going to report on that kind of bigotry.
Well, I said African Americans, not... Never mind.
Do that on your own channel, man. Shit.
I said I didn't say it.
You don't have sound pad like Sinatra. You can't do the thing.
I self-censored.
Yeah, well. All right. Final article. Here we go. It is potent. Overdose risk as tranquilizer Zazaline added to fentanyl. Because fentanyl
Oh,
wasn't
great.
strong enough.
Yeah, clearly.
I love it. A new
That
This
on your wall
can
and lick
only
it.
end well.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong with this? A new edition
You
of a
thought over 100,000 ODs last year was bad? Oh, boy.
A new addition of a street drug, a tranquilizer, added to the already present fentanyl, is leading to increased overdose deaths, according to John Burns, executive director of SOS Recovery. This is happening in part because the tranquilizer, sorry, Chad, I don't know, Zazaline, I don't know, does not respond to Narcan and other like drugs, also known as Narcan, which is used to save people's lives when they are overdosing. People who work with the organization are trying to keep people with substance abuse. Now we are aware that Zazaline, sorry again, could become a bigger issue. Yeah, because you can't Narcan them out of. And it's already added to fentanyl. Do you know how many like hyper picograms of fentanyl you need to knock you the fuck out? And now they're putting tranquilizers in with it? Holy shit.
This is more big pharma jerking. We're going to add all this extra shit you don't need in here, and we'll jack up the price for the shit you don't need. And then when it just somehow magically China starts making it and it starts showing up on our southern border, we're going to act very surprised when overdose deaths triple in 2 years.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're going to do nothing about it.
I mean, I'm sure you've watched enough drug documentaries where common practice, when you've got hair on, you're gonna, you cut it down, right? But some of it you don't cut down, and you deliver it out on the street, and people overdose, and that's the drug that people come looking for. They go, I want that one because that's the potent one, and then you sell them the cut down shit, and it's like people are deliberately rushing after the thing that can very seriously risk overdose because it's just that potent. So drug dealers deliberately put uncut shit on the street for that advertisement, if you want to call it that morbidly. And so, yeah, big pharma, I hear your point. I understand what you're saying, but opiates are something fucking else, man. And human beings will do what they need to do. I mean, have you seen the mouse and rat experiments of what happens with opiates, where they push the one tab and they get a little kernel of food, they push the other tab and they get a kernel of food laced with an opiate? They will keep pushing that opiate tab until they're dead.
Oh yeah.
It's simulating feeling good and nothing feels bad, and it's like wrapping yourself up in a warm blanket of all your needs being met. That's harsh. And fentanyl is strong as fuck, and we never want to talk about all of the synthetic fentanyl and fentanyl derivatives being shipped in from a certain Asian nation. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about American pharma being the big, big bad guy here.
But not, it's weird. Again, Gasly used to say it all the time, and it just lives rent-free in my head. Ships in the night, man. The left went from hating American pharma to they are the heroes of the world.
Good
That's
point.
not what ships in the night means.
Yeah, well.
I never said it. The amount of times it was said, I never said anything. I wish I did. That's not what ships in the night means.
Apparently, it's been living in your head, too.
It has. It really has.
Okay, but to the actual point of that, things have just flipped completely. Same thing, like the Back the Blue thing disappeared. So did ACAB.
Yeah. Well, and Greta. Holy shit.
Just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's
It's polydub.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Maybe it's a habit. It kind of is with me, honestly. Gamer Valine, thank you for the 4238. And here I was living with the delusion that I stopped being a federal fucking property in 2017. Fuck the government. Are you actually considered property? As I get it, like you lose a number of constitutional rights in the armed services, but yeah, straight up property, really?
Literally, yeah.
Oh, no shit. That I did not know. Oh my God. Well, thank you for the very generous donation, Game Rivaline, and everyone else today. It is greatly appreciated because now I can go like put gas in my tank and go do my job so I can continue to, make money to live until that insurance company gives me my fucking money back. All right, we've run over time. Let's do a game. You ready for a game? We're going to do a game. It's going to be a game.
I still haven't gotten it.
Gotten what?
The money back?
No, they said 5 to 10 business days, and I'm estimating.
Jesus.
Yeah, they said 5 to 10 business days, and I'm estimating they're going to take it to the full 10. Man, don't they always?
Yeah, of course.
Right, because remember, say it was like the full year they charged me for, and then while I was complaining about that, I said monthly in the original call, and she got snippy with me and said, "Well, you should have made it clear in the first call that you wanted it monthly." And it was like, you just. While waiting for one of these humans to come on, as opposed to the recorded messages, they repeat to you over and over again that this call may be recorded to assure quality assurance and for record keeping and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you've recorded it. Go back and check and see if I didn't ask more than once that it be monthly like my old insurance was. And they ended
That's funny that, well, not funny, but one of the 8 charges got reversed on the Uber issue I'm having, and it was the cheapest one. It was the $28 one out of the 400.
The most painful thing for me is like, okay, so we switched it to the month, and this will be your new anniversary monthly date where you're going to be charged, right? And I'm like, okay. And I had my online banking screen up, and boom, a monthly charge showed up there. I'm like, wait. I just saw them. They said, well, yeah, that's your first monthly charge. I'm like, but you haven't refunded the full year yet. She goes, that's going to take 5 to 10 business days. So you just charged me for 13 months of insurance. And she said, yeah, but it'll only take 5 to 10 business days, and then that money will be sent back to your account.
Motherfucker, guess who doesn't have money for 5 to 10 business days of fucking around?
Not only that, it put my account into the negative, which means I'm paying interest on that money. Like, it put me in overdraft. So I'm paying interest on that overdraft money.
Jesus.
I got nothing. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Which button do I have to push to make that happen? There we go. All right. We're just going to play the same game over again, but this time more difficult. It's Name That Game. Name That Name game.
Fuck. Excellent. Excellent. I'm very happy about this.
Name That Name game. Woo! Yeah, I'm really losing it, so it's definitely time to do this. This one's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging, but that's fine. You guys remember the rule of the rule of the game? Call it your name, just so we know who's first. So Sin, Drunkle, whatever, right? You're not naming the.
Knock out this cough medicine before we start.
Okay. You're not naming the actor. You're naming the character, and it's the character's full name.
Okay.
So like if Darth Vader comes up, it's not Darth, it's Darth Vader. You see what I'm saying?
Anakin Skywalker there, wouldn't it?
Right. Now, if neither of you, I thought about this other thing. What happens if somebody knows the first or last name, but neither of them know the full name? Whoever knows the full, at least part of it, they will get a point.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Because this one's more difficult, so I figured that might be happening. So, everyone understand? We all ready to go? We're ready for the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Dirty Harry. Drunkle.
Drunkle.
Dirty Harry.
Okay, the man's first.
Harry. Dirty.
His first name is not Dirty.
Harry Callahan. Sinatra, Harry Callahan.
There you go.
I believe his full name wasn't Dirty Harry.
No, it was Harry Callahan.
Okay.
I knew it was something fucking Irish.
I knew it was Harry something.
Joshua Montgomery. Darth is not his first name. Yeah, I know. What the? It was an example, man. Jesus.
Let it go, Josh.
All right, moving on to the next one. Sinatra 1.
Drunkle.
Yeah, Drunkle.
Shaft.
First name being?
John.
Yeah. Woo! Good job.
Is
It is.
actually John
Yes, it's
Shaft?
John. It's John Shaft. Well done.
Oh my god! It finally paid off.
And if you haven't seen the movie Shaft,
Wow.
it is a fucking classic detective film. It's basically a lift off of a Raymond Chandler noir detective film, but done in blaxploitation style. Good film. Richard Roundtree, the actor, just rocks it as detective.
What if his first name was Elevator?
He would have been mocked relentlessly and wouldn't be a tough guy because he'd be a simpering
He
wimp
would
after
be a tough
being.
guy.
You think so? Like a boy named Sue?
Yeah,
He'd just have to toughen up.
exactly like the boy named Sue. Yeah,
Right. Okay. I got you. TA says
And
Church
that was written
Floyd.
by
Bad
Johnny
TA.
Shaw.
Bad TA.
George Kirby.
Okay, so it's all tied up 1-1. By the way, that's a great 70s leather jacket. I mean, holy shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll keep you warm.
Yeah. And those extra wide lapels just say, yes, it is the 70s.
Just screams authority.
All right. 1-1. Moving along.
Drunkle.
Go ahead.
Tom Anderson.
Well done. Most people do
Wow.
not know the first name. Thomas
I did not.
Anderson. So Drunkle. 2-1 over Sinatra.
Knuckle up.
Knuckle up. He was never there at that time, though. That's the funny thing.
No, he wasn't,
He was
no.
flying
Yeah.
around with Trinity. It was.
It came to the second or third one. They're like, right, how many famous faces can we put in this?
Now, how did you know his name was Tom? Like, how
And
did
the
that?
answer was
how did,
2.
How did Thomas stick out to you that you knew that?
I've seen The Matrix 1 an ungodly amount of times.
So it's when the
I think
when the delivery man gives him the phone and calls out his full name. Is that when you?
Yeah, that at the very beginning. Yeah, I think this is the only time they actually refer to him by his first name.
Yeah.
After that, it's just Neo,
Yeah,
except for Agent Smith, who refers to him as Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, that's why I thought that was going to be the toughest one, because the only time I remember him saying it is when he's in his cubicle at work after his boss tells him off for being late all the time, and he gets the what is
Followed
it?
by some very subtle product placement.
Yeah, he gets the UPS package or whatever, and he goes, Thomas Anderson, and he goes, that's me. And that's the only time I remember them. That maybe it happens elsewhere, but that's the only time I remember it. But anyway, moving along. So that's 2-1 Drunkle.
Drunkle.
Go ahead.
Oh, shit, I don't know. No, I don't know. It's Mr. Impossible.
Mr. Impossible. Yeah, I tried picking an iconic scene, so it wasn't just like, I don't know, which Tom Cruise movie.
An Irish name in this one too, wasn't it?
So Seamus Finnegan.
No one's taken a spy named Seamus Finnegan seriously.
Sinatra.
Yes.
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, there you go. Ethan Hunt.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
I got half of it from the chat because somebody said Nathan Hunt. I'm like, no, it's Ethan.
You didn't? Stop looking at chat. You can't look at chat.
You gonna give him a point for that?
I don't know, man. You admitted to looking at chat. That's
Yeah, but they got it wrong.
I don't know. Right? It just you got the Hunt part from him though, and a rhyme for the first name. Oh. I'm gonna have to think about that. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
It's Schrodinger's point right now. One.
Judge it by his behavior in the future.
Yeah, it's 2-1-2. Moving along.
Drunkle.
Oh, Sinatra.
Drunkle got it first.
No
Peter
way.
Venkman.
He did. I heard Drunkle first. What'd you say?
Peter Venkman.
Peter Venkman. Well done. So that's 3-1-2.
1-2.
3-3.
Just added up the 1 and the 2. Do you know what you've done?
I didn't think anyone. I think they were going to go Venkman because it's on his chest. What fuck was his first name?
Can't see that much
Steve,
detail,
John, Jose. What shit? But Peter Venkman. There it is. All right,
though.
moving
You
along.
underestimate my powers there. Drunkle.
Sinatra.
Oh, hold on. Drunkle, go ahead.
Well, gee, I don't know. I guess.
You gotta be positive.
Polly.
Ellen Ripley.
There you go. Ellen Ripley, indeed.
How do you know her name? Because it's stenciled on the back of her shorts.
those extremely tiny. Yeah. Polly's Massive Donkey Dick donated $10. Yeah, it's so active. Let me see. Hold on, my screen just went blank. It's back up again. Overserved myself on Jack. Wanted to know, what are some of the things you guys know now you wish you knew in your 20s? Peas hope the insurance has gotten their just desserts, you beautiful bastard. You know what? In the few minutes that we have questions at the end, that's actually a great question. What's some stuff that you know now that you wish you knew in your 20s? Fuck, that's actually a great question. We'll come back to that. Thank you for the $10.
String theory.
Yeah. So, 412. Moving along. Are we ready? Sinatra.
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling you know these, and you're just not, Come on, buddy.
I don't
Sinatra.
know what movie that is.
Sinatra. Go ahead.
Kyle Reese.
Yeah, it is Kyle Reese. Well done. Well done.
What movie is that?
Terminator.
I see. I've not seen the first one. I've only seen the second one.
That's Michael Biehn.
You fucked up.
Yeah, he was fucking
in
awesome
Terminator
in that film.
2, there's one point where the two Terminators talk to each other, and that is on the phone, and they're both pretending to be different people.
That's a good point. That is a good point. I'm trying to think of another time where... Well, no, Arnold, when he shoves the grenade in the female liquid metal Terminator in Terminator 3, says something like, stuff this in your throat and swallow, or whatever he says,
Yeah, but no, I'm on about Terminator 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the only time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Trivia.
final one. So we got... Yeah, I'll give Sinatra the point because it makes it a little bit tighter.
Oh,
so he was at
fuck it.
1-2, so now he's at 3. You're at 4.
Oh, is that the rules?
So
That's
this is
the rules. Okay.
Well, he's been behaving.
If you do shit, you get a point.
If you do
Okay.
shit. Well, he actually knew the Kyle Reese, and there's no hints other than guy with
I
shotgun.
knew the Tom in Tom Anderson.
You said that was so much, but me.
You were very impressed at the time, and now you've just forgotten all about it, haven't you?
Okay, final one. This might tie it up, and I don't have a tiebreaker, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay.
Don't give him the point then.
Whatever. Let's go on to the last one.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
God
God damn it.
This is a tough one.
Oh, it's Inception, isn't it?
It is Inception.
Yes.
I'm never going to get this. I don't know his name. Is it Leonardo by any chance?
It is not.
No.
No.
Fucker.
John.
They
Tom.
do actually say his name a whole fuck ton of times. It's just weird. It's just a kind of weird name.
I only saw it once. I wasn't impressed
Oh,
by that.
Sinatra.
Yes.
Corn Cob.
What's his first name? His last name's Cobb. What's his first name?
John. Charles.
Leonardo Cobb.
No.
Cypher.
No.
Cypher.
Kyle.
Well, since you don't know,
Christoph.
the official
Chris.
the official adjudicator is going to make the call. Like I said, if only one person knows part of the name, then they get the point. You get the point. It's Dom. D-O-M. Dom Cobb.
Terrible name.
It is, because it's like, what's your name? Dominic? Why does nobody ever call you your full name? They just keep calling him Dom. And his dead wife, who's haunting him in the dreamscape that they go into, she's got a stupid name. The girl is named Ariadne. The boy, I should say, is named Ariadne. Because Elliot
Elon
Page.
Musk's kid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's short for Dominator.
Dominator Cobb. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio was cool in that movie. He rocked
But
it.
it was a cool movie.
Yeah, it
but
was.
It's just not. It's not got the rewatchability that most movies have for me.
No.
No.
But he never looked so much like Jack Nicholson as he did in that movie, therefore cool. He keeps doing.
Nicholson
If you
wasn't in
if you ever have a
Inception.
chance to watch Inception over again, watch how many times Leonardo DiCaprio does the Jack Nicholson wipe the full face and wipe his hair back. That's a classic Nicholson tick that he has that he always does, and it's
Jack
like
Nicholson invented the face wipe.
but, like the face wipe upwards and then pushing your hair straight back before you say something like, "Let me tell you something," that kind of thing. And it's like Leonardo
This is an
DiCaprio.
audio format, Polly. I don't think no one saw you do that.
Well, I described it before I did it. Let's leave the poor popcorn munching otter alone. It's fine.
It's a teddy bear.
It's not a teddy bear. And Far was deeply offended.
Yeah, from Australia.
And so there it is. The pile of limes wins.
Yeah. Oh no, some fucking limes.
Well, nobody paid for you to be turned on into limes. So, you know.
No, that's true. Maybe I should have donated some money. I did see someone in the chat earlier on, and it was a strange spoonerism. They said, "Why is drink all looms?" Like they got the I and the U around the wrong way.
Okay, so the question, to run this up real quick, by Polly's massive donkey dick, was what are some of the things that you wanted to know, that you know now, that you wish you knew when you were in your 20s, drunkle?
The name Dom Cobb.
That's it?
Yeah.
That
Not
move-
a lot, man. I've not really smartened up a lot at all.
Oh.
But I'm still an idiot.
So you wish you had developed some wherewithal about the world and smartened the fuck up?
Maybe then how far away you would have to drop a squirrel for it to die. Because they very often survive the landing, so
Right.
you'd actually have to drop it so far away that it would starve to death on the way down.
And your desire to kill squirrels by dropping them has been impeded by the lack of this knowledge.
Physics, man. What can I say?